I actually wrote some notes down for tonight. Make sure they heard that.
Yeah. You down with BCP? You down with BCP? The following content is intended for a mature audience. Only viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Yeah. To the tune of OPP, minority by nature. No time for idle chitter chat and petty iterations. Teaming to me exponentially like I'm Barack's inauguration. Erratic calculations, nah, I runs the infinite. Only way I slow me down is with some calcing by a limit. They might no longer show the work to answer self-evident. Some truth should be proclaimed in the Declaration of Independence. Things not instantaneous can be approximated by adding up our changes till everything integrated. Word to my partners in calculus. Yo, you down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. Integral, grind exponential. You down with BCP? That's the way we rotate ready annually. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP? Yeah, you know me. You down with BCP? Let's blow. Switch the flow. Shift the tempo. You down with BCP? Down with BCP? You down with BCP? You down with BCP? That's the way we do things limitlessly. Yeah. You down with BCP?
One of these damn days, PJ is just gonna come out here and be like, "Yeah, I got this, man. Let's just dance it up, guys." It's,
You age.
What's that, Paul?
No.
Foster, you turned into a statue. Okay, there you go. You got some shitty internet connection going on tonight, or what's going on? That's better.
Me?
Yeah, you're kind of laggy.
I reset everything. I reset everything, man.
All right, well maybe it'll catch up. Maybe it was just my bad dancing.
I've been lagging for like the last 40 years. That's what they told me.
Yeah, I believe it.
And we're all good at something, right?
I believe that. Gentlemen, what is going on, man? How are you guys doing tonight?
Peaceful.
Peaceful? What are you eating? Some chips and potato chips over there?
Just peaceful, bro.
Yeah. Peaceful. Okay. You got stuff going on with the old coaching job right now, or what? Don't worry, just go ahead and eat, man. You can answer us later. How about you, Foster? How's your coaching job going?
Coaching jobs. Well, they're learning stuff. Some people around me are learning stuff, so the coaching job's going okay, I guess.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough.
I think it's the normal life crap, man.
Good for you.
One of these.
All right, that's it. You're out of here, Foster.
I think I'm gonna have
You
to
gotta
use
go. You gotta go do something because you are
that,
lagging
man.
like a mofo, bro.
It is pretty bad, man.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible. Reset your computer or whatever you got to do, dude.
I'm gonna restart
Yeah,
everything.
you are.
I almost hit end stream.
Oh, we got a chat poll here. How do you feel about the DJ Moore trade? I just said happy. We'll get into that in a minute. But how are you doing, Peach?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
Hello, everyone.
What's up, Karl?
up
How you
there,
doing, man?
Karl?
Oh, I'm not Karl.
Foster from 500 years ago. Nice. You're the young version of Foster 500 years ago.
Many millenniums ago.
You know, wait. Keep talking. Let me try this. I'm gonna turn up my volume because it.
What do you mean?
Well, because I have a whole different setup now because my keyboard broke and then my headset broke, so I'm using this and I have a different thing and it's very low volume for me. So keep talking. Just go testing.
Hold on. I mean, while I'm talking, I can say hello to all of our lovely viewers. Yes? No? Maybe
Yes,
so.
please. Let's do that, man.
Tony Moy. Armando Lara Jr.
Cliff Victoria never answered me from earlier, for the record. I did ask him what he was cooking, and he never answered me. So
we got a bunch of newbies in here tonight, man. Melo Jorge Santana, thank you for joining us tonight, man. It's a pleasure to have you with us.
Slim Bo Boogie.
Tony Moy.
All of our members that are in here tonight, thank you for joining us. Rick, my man, Rick. What is up, Rick? And by the way, fuck Green Bay. Let Caleb be Caleb. Yeah, my man, Rick.
What'd you say, Shorty?
Fuck Green Bay.
And let Caleb be Caleb, which we clearly let him be himself this year, and look what happened. He had the 4th and 8 against the 4th and 8 against the Packers, and the 4th and 4, and he followed up the best throw he ever had the next week against the Rams. Just a superstar. We can talk about that later, of course.
So Cliff, yes, you told me that you were making carnivore cheesecake cups, but I don't know what that is. So you didn't tell me what you're cooking because I don't know what it is.
I'm sure he'll send some pics shortly. What is up, Jay Grizz? Alex is my name-o. Benjamin Williams, thank you for joining us tonight. He says I'm going to miss DJ Moore. I have some things to say about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Steve Rogers, our guest of ours recently. Thank you for joining us tonight, Steve. Great to see you, my man. Alex is my name-o is in here. Who else do we have? There's a lot of people. Sean Fitzgerald, another newbie I've never seen before. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're gonna have it's gonna be a fun show because I've got some things to talk about. Atmos, what's going on, Atmos? Thank you for joining us. Slimbo Boogie. Wait, I think that one deserves a proper announcement, PJ. Ready?
Slim.
Bo. Boogie. El Joe Nino, thank you for joining us tonight. Official Chief Flatero, that's Levante Adams. Thank you for joining us tonight, Levante. Great to see you again. Tony, are we trading Bajent next? I would say yes, right? I might.
That'll probably end up being the next chat poll that I run is which player is most likely to be traded next.
Mm-hmm. Keds,
Cole Kmet.
Cole Kmet. Yeah, you might be right about that too. I doubt it. Though. I doubt that, but you might be right. What is up, Keds, man? Good to see you, my friend. Jake Grizzly Bear, Jay Grizz, great to see you again as always. Foster is out repairing his internet connection because he, I don't know. Apparently, he was in his coffin when he was trying to do the show, so he has to reboot his internet. We got Giovanni Giorgio joining us. Thank you for joining us tonight, Giovanni. Jalen Johnson. What about Jalen Johnson?
I'm just thinking in my head who's going to be the next guy who's going to get traded. Either Cole Kmet or Jalen Johnson.
This is sounding like PJ is setting himself up for a shorty soapbox, if we're being honest. So.
You might be. You might be setting me up for that, PJ. I'll be honest.
No. I'm saying PJ is setting himself up for a very angry rant.
Oh,
I don't know if we have a PJ's tirade or whatever we want to call it, but
oh no.
Edwards, Atmos says Edwards could be he could be the next trade.
He's hurt.
Edmunds is hurt.
I thought you said Edwards.
Yeah, TJ Edwards was the one who had the gruesome leg injury.
Oh yeah, he's not going anywhere. Yeah,
I mean Edmunds is relatively healthy.
Yeah.
I don't expect him to be on the team either.
Well, I think we should stay in the present, and I'll let Shorty drive the bus if you will. But I mean, there was a huge move today, gentlemen. A very huge move indeed.
Yeah, DJ Moore. What's up, Anthony Y5X? Thank you for joining us tonight, man. I mean, the DJ Moore trade, DJ and a 5th round pick for a 2nd round pick in this draft from the Bills. And Karl, I'll let you go on because you did kind of call that and kind of have your reasoning for it. So I'll let you take that.
And this is not purely out of respect for PJ. I mean, this is my genuine opinion. Even though I could see this coming, I'm not happy about it. I'm happy with the return. I'm very unhappy that the player is gone because he's a good player. And we'll get into the ins and outs of it. But again, I'm not going to say that I'm, super intelligent as far as being able to predict these things. I thought it was something that was very straightforward. And what I'm about to show you guys will actually take my idea of this being something that I could have seen coming and amplify it, right? Because I just talked to Adam Mason about this. If I've learned anything from doing these shows on BCP, with Bearski Film, with Adam Mason on Bear Down Sports, take the information that you have and just make the most informed decision that you can. Mm-hmm. So as you guys may know, the former offensive coordinator of the Buffalo Bills became their head coach. That head coach's name is Joe Brady. Mm-hmm. Where was Joe Brady at before Buffalo?
Carolina.
And I didn't even know this, but it's very obvious as to why Buffalo would go out and try and gain a wide receiver of the caliber of DJ Moore, especially when you realize that in a year where the Chiefs were not in the playoffs, Lamar Jackson, I don't even think was in the playoffs. I can't remember. These Buffalo Bills fell short of the mark in a season where they would have definitely been favored to win a Super Bowl, and they couldn't even represent their division. So at the end of the day, this is a very obvious trade from my point of view. Nothing to say that I'm happy about the trade occurring. I mean, the results, the return that you got for the player, in my opinion, is very fair. It wasn't a salary cap dump, right? I saw a lot of people say, oh, DJ Moore is going to be traded for a 5th round pick. That's hogwash. DJ Moore's a fantastic wide receiver. He's going to be the wide receiver 1 now in Buffalo. But we couldn't get that 2nd round pick that I predicted, but we were darn close. I was short of the mark by a 5th round pick. So that's all it took. That's all I got.
What is up, Zapateo Mateo or Zapata Mateo? Thank you for joining us tonight. Dan Brown, 63. Thank you for joining us tonight. Here's my opinion about this. DJ, in my opinion, he takes plays off quite a bit. He's done it. He did it in the Justin Fields era. He did it last year. And he did it in the last couple years in the Caleb Williams era. And he really didn't shine through like we would have expected him to do. Considering that 1 year he did have with Justin where he was like the number 1 receiver and he had over 1,000 yards by a long shot. And before I continue any freaking further, it's time for
I'll have some egg rolls, some ping ping dong, and some Zach Charbonnet.
What is up, Tin Pan Dog? Thank you for joining us tonight. Roberto Hernandez, what is up? Thank you for joining us. Saying, what's up, BCP family? Thank you for joining us. We got Linares 92, man. Thank you for joining us too. I just think that he took too many. When I think about DJ Moore this past season, I think about 2 games. They were both Packers games, and I think about the one pass that he caught one-handed against the Ravens, but when I break it all down, there wasn't much that it made me think about DJ Moore this season. And I saw more miscommunication or plays taken off than I think I have his entire career with the Bears, all the way down to the final play of the season, which was an interception because him and Caleb had a miscommunication in that Rams game. And I don't know whose fault it was, but I think that getting rid of that contract and freeing up that money and getting another draft pick, and Ryan Poles, when he came from the Chiefs to the Bears, they got 2 third-round comp picks, and now they're trying to say we're not going to get that for Ian Cunningham, and that's complete BS. And I'm hoping that that's going to be, they're going to, take that. They're going to go to war with that. The Bears are, and they're going to get those 2 third-round comp picks because all those picks they're necessary to what I think we all believe is necessary to the team, which is a Maxx Crosby. I just think we all feel that a Maxx Crosby is the missing piece. You put him there with Sweat. The guy's just a murderer. He's just what's up, Scrolls? He is just Caleb Williams on his podcast. All the admiration that the two have for each other, going back and forth. Crosby saying openly he wants to play for a winner. He wants to play for a coach like Ben Johnson. It just seems like it's inevitable that we're going to be trading for Maxx Crosby. I could be wrong, but when you get those 2 third-round comp picks and you get this extra second-round pick for the DJ trade, those are the kinds of things that you have in your pocket to make that kind of trade happen. You're not just going to trade away, 3 first-round picks or whatever the hell. We need those picks to in the bucket here, for lack of better words. To what's up, Robert? Meet you, man, Robertson. Thank you for joining us tonight. I think that I personally think that this trade was good because we have Luther Burden coming up. We can draft another receiver, maybe in the 4th or 5th round, and we can get some speed out of it. Or even a UDFA. We've got what's his name, number 20.
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker's like kind of coming up the depth chart, right? Like I think that for me, the DJ Moore trade was something I wanted to happen, and I'm glad it did because it adds to what you can do for the future. I'm done talking. Go ahead, you guys.
Well, it's for DJ, man. I one of my favorites. I think we didn't target him enough. We didn't use him enough. He's the veteran leader in that on that. You take out Tooney. He's been with the Bears the longest. He's the veteran leader on the offense. Was. But he talking about even trading. Am I having a problem again, or can you guys hear me?
Yeah, your internet is dog shit right now.
So I'm having a problem.
Let it play out for a little bit, because maybe the hamsters, just give the hamster some food. Maybe it can get the internet going again for you.
Let's see. Now tell me if I'm okay.
You're okay now.
Okay, let's see. So, but I mean, it was pretty obvious. A couple of weeks ago, I even talked about trading Cole Kmet because I'm looking at, we've got to dump capital. We had to dump capital somehow. We had to. Extending contracts, yeah, we might have to do 1 or 2 of those too. But I didn't want to do that long term because that's always just kicking the can down the road. So it's like you said, Shorty, man. First off, I'm glad that DJ went to a team where the guy could be in the Super Bowl next year, literally, as their number 1 receiver, because he could be. Who else do they got? Look at what Buffalo's got wide receiver wise. Look what's been happening for years with their wide receiver room. But it was pretty obvious since we drafted Luther Burden that at some point in time, it's just sooner than I anticipated. But it is all due to a financial business decision. I'm glad he went to the Bills. They needed a number 1 wide receiver who's steady, and he's probably going to have his best season ever there because this will be the best quarterback, most complete quarterback, veteran quarterback that he's ever played with. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if this guy has the best year of his entire career. It frees up. It gives us pick 60?
I think so.
Whatever. It was a late second round.
Yeah, I mean, guys, while Foster's making his point here, I just want to interject. I have a graphic to just demonstrate or show you guys what picks we have. So, yes, it was pick 60 that we acquired. We gave up this year's 5th round pick and DJ Moore in exchange for pick 60.
So, anyways, that's why I said I don't see as big as, well, now the free agency is completely different because the topic of the show, the thumbnail too, Shorty, was I was shocked about Dalman. I mean, I got to throw him in there. You didn't even say anything about him. I know it was earlier, but I was shocked about him initially. And then as I'm looking at it going, okay, we can't change this in any way, shape, or form. We don't even know all the details. We don't know why he retired. I believe Poles actually knew in advance a little bit because of the way, as soon as they released him, they had already had an interview or two set up. So it wasn't, I don't think he just said, hey, I'm retired, and then I'm retiring right now, and Poles had to get on the phone immediately. I think there had to be some time in there, at least something, a week, 3 days, 5 days. So it might be a blessing in disguise, because now you've just freed up more capital. And if you're going to give up draft picks, you better have capital sign free agent players. Because if you're going to give up your first 2 picks for Maxx Crosby, which I don't think we're going to do, because we need to do stuff like Kansas City's doing, where they got rid of 2 of their best. They got rid of their right guard and then their left guard the following year or the same year. And they didn't miss a beat with the line. You've got to be able to sustainably draft people. And to do that,
They got rid of their right guard?
They missed the playoffs, though.
Left guard and left tackle.
Oh, okay.
Kansas City. My bad. Yeah. But you've got to have the draft picks to be able to sustain this. Because in 2 years, we're gonna come into a bunch of conundrums. Not even. You got right. That's going to be a huge freaking contract. Caleb's going to be $70 million a year. There's a couple other guys in there. By then, you'll be looking at the following year, like Odunze and so on and so forth. So to sustain it, you need these picks, man. I'd like to see him somehow come out, because I think they're going to make another trade. I'd like to see him come out and maybe get another pick in the top 130. I got tons of more things I could say about DJ Moore, because he was one of my favorites. And Pete, we've talked about it. You know how I felt about him, because we always said, why isn't he getting more opportunities? But they got 3 wide receivers. They've got 5 guys who can catch the ball without DJ. And I threw Walker in there at the end. So, Burden, Odunze, Loveland, Komet, then your guys out of the backfield. So he's the guy who had to go because of the money, and you can't get the ball to 10 different guys, consistently. I'll stop there, man. Pete, I know you got something you want to say. Is my internet gotten better, or is it still screwed?
It's better, yeah.
Has his moments. I just think that
Quite.
when you look at DJ, I look at it like he's been our best receiver over the last 3 years, bar none. Seeing as though he didn't get targeted enough, so his lack of receptions is more to do with his lack of targets, because I think when he gets targeted, he's pretty good with his catch rate. I understand money situation, but who got us in that money situation? Poles did, right? Poles should have decided to give him that money and structure that contract the way he did. So that was a mess up on Poles' part. Not one of Rome nor Burden has shown themselves to be a number 1 receiver as of yet. Rome seemed like he was trying to be that guy last year, but he has too many drops. So my point is, you have a number 1 receiver, then you're going to give that number 1 receiver up right when Caleb is beginning to hit his stride. So he's beginning to hit his stride. Now you want to take a number 1 receiver away from him in the hopes of Rome or Burden stepping up. Hopefully it works out, but I'm still skeptical, because this is Chicago and we have a horrible history with developing quarterbacks. So here we are taking weapons away from our quarterback as opposed to giving them, on top of our center, who our quarterback has to now find a new guy to relate to and be in conjunction with as far as getting the snaps down. So to me, you're bringing too much change to a team who's trying to hit their stride. So
PJ, I hate to interrupt. I had one question for you today, PJ, and you already answered it about 2/3 of the way. I was going to ask you, irrelevant of DJ Moore, do you believe in any of the other pass catchers to be the number 1 option in 2026?
I do.
You just told me that Rome and Luther haven't showed it, and you're skeptical. What about Loveland? Do you believe Loveland could be the number 1 receiving option in 2026 for the Bears?
Well, I mean, I think when I look at Detroit and I see the guy from Iowa, the tight end from Iowa, and then I see St. Brown, the wide receiver. So I'm thinking that Ben Johnson's offense actually wants a receiver to be the number one target. Loveland was a good choice. I mean, he's a good target and good player, but ultimately, I still believe that Ben Johnson favors wide receiver being that guy. So, excuse me. Can those other guys possibly do it? Maybe, I don't know. But as of yet, they haven't. So I've learned a long time ago, a bird in the hand is better than 10 in the bush. So if I have a number one wide receiver, why am I giving him up? I'm not apt to do that, especially when my quarterback truly haven't reached his apex as of yet.
I understand where you're coming from, but I think that Luther Burden was clearly on the on the rise to become the number one wide receiver. I think he has the capability to do that, and going into year two in this offense, and just some of those spectacular plays that Caleb and him had together, I think that was the
Caleb
main
and
reason. And Luther Burden.
They had amazing plays together.
They had some a couple of damn good plays this season.
By far, DJ Moore had more better plays than Luther Burden did all year. So he was a number one by far. And Luther Burden had a few decent plays, not spectacular plays. In my opinion, of course, because we all have them.
Well, we look at the Dallas, the flea flicker in Dallas. We look at that beautiful touchdown pass against the Niners. He was going to Luther Burden a lot against the Niners. I'm just saying, like, there seemed to be a chemistry building there, and I could easily see that's the reason why they could, because like I said, my opening statement on it. What's up, the Stork? Thank you for joining us, Sean Fitzgerald. Greg B2, Ezreal Brascale, thank you for joining us tonight. I just think that there was enough chemistry that was being built throughout the course of the season that they could easily say we can get rid of. Because when I look at what DJ did this season, it was. I'm sorry, bro, but I think there was a lot of slack plays. We've seen that from DJ over in the past. There was a lot of slack plays. It was just like he just took a play off, and when he should have been the guy that was getting the ball because he was looking for him when he should have been open. And that interception to end the playoffs. I'm not sure who would have blamed for that, but I'm going to blame them both equally. And I think that they both should have been on the same page, and they weren't. And so I don't know.
You traded DJ for that.
Because you have someone that is, what's up, Bad Kitty? God, why can't?
Speaking of Bad Kitty, I've got some bad breaking news. That draft pick that we're going to get for Tremaine Edmunds is null and void because he's just been released.
I was looking that up. Who said that?
So
he was just
how much money added to the kitty. That's all. We got money added to the kitty.
Enough to buy a couple nice stays at a nice hotel in Michigan, Foster. So I can tell you that. I'll show you the breaking news. I'll show you the heat news right here from Adam Schefter, the only true source of information on this awful website that is called Twitter. Again, Adam Schefter posts that the Bears are releasing former Pro Bowl linebacker Tremaine Edmunds per sources. Edmunds has been a full-time starting linebacker. He will now become a free agent with 900 tackles on his resume. And again, I believe the man is 27 years old.
They're definitely going to sign somebody. They got the money.
Well, they need to sign a center. And while this breaking news was happening, I was trying my damnedest to find the end of the Caleb Williams and Maxx Crosby interview. I do have it if you feel like this is now a good time for that. I know that the show is definitely going to get demonetized if you do anything long. I can play a 10-second clip if we are interested.
8 seconds or less.
Are we interested? Do we want to run it one
what's
singular
up, Rad
time?
Trab 270? Thank you for joining us. Evie, baby, thank you for joining us tonight.
No matter to me, Karl.
8 seconds or less, dude.
All right, let me see if I can work my magic again to answer. I don't know if it was Foster or PJ who's asking. Courtney Cronin, again, definitely Courtney. Let me make me full screen. Courtney Cronin, the only source of truth on this world, right? Courtney says that the Bears will create $15 million in cap space.
Yeah.
So
I think it's 14.7 now that I'm thinking about it. I literally looked it up the other day. I don't know if I was on somebody else's show. And
that's not
so what I want to
including
see, do you know
the
that comment you made about 1 in the hand is worth more than 10 in the bush?
Mhm.
I believe she agreed with that at some point.
wow.
Quite.
All right, gentlemen.
Quite.
Let's pay our full attentions here. Again, a very brisk 8 seconds, if you will. This is coming directly after Caleb Williams called his former center, Drew Dalman, an absolute beast. This was in response to Maxx Crosby asking Caleb Williams how he can ascend and continue to ascend at the top of Mahomes Mountain, if you will, to being one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL. This is exactly word for word what Caleb Williams had to say.
Same thing from Ben to me to me to Drew is seeing eye to eye, and probably having more meetings with him.
Well, there's not going to be any more meetings, and he's going to have to do it all over again to try and figure out his communication with his protection schemes. So, I won't repeat what I said in the chat, but Dalman sure made a choice.
I really quickly want to just put it out there right now to Rad Trav 270 becoming a new member tonight. Thank you so much for your contribution to BCP and becoming a member. It means a lot, and thank you so much. Normally we do members only content, which is just us hanging out and talking shit, talking life, and having a good time. Not talking Bears. We try not to talk Bears. We try to get you to have fun with us and get to know us a little bit more. And it's been a little while since it's been a few weeks since we've done that. It's on me. It's 100% on me. I'm just too busy with work and stuff. But we will get back around to that for all of our loyal members to this channel, and we thank you so much, man. Thank you for becoming a new member, Rad Trav 270. I don't know. I just to the Dalman thing. It's like it sucks. Here's the biggest reason why it sucks, because you want your young quarterback to develop that relationship with your center, because the center is the one who's he's giving the calls, he's recognizing what's going on the line. Foster gifting 5 chat members a membership. That's very generous of you, Foster. Thank you. You want your quarterback center relationship to last for a long time, right? And we thought we were going to get that with Dalman, a young guy. We could have him for maybe the next 10 years or 8 years. And here we are starting all over again after he had was he a Pro Bowler this year? I think he was, wasn't he? Am I wrong about that?
Drew Dalman was not only a Pro Bowler. Guess how many snaps he missed this season?
None.
Correct. 0.
$5 super chat from Chad Speaker saying Edmunds released. That's a shame. I don't know. I know there's a lot of thank you for your super chat, Chad. There's a lot of mixed emotions about Edmunds, but I loved Edmunds, and I with his youth and his age still, as being around this long, I wanted him to get a second contract. I didn't think he played as badly as other people think. I know there's a lot of people that think differently than I do on that, but he also was injured for a little bit this season and he came back. But you got there's something to be said for me. What's up, True Pilgrim? For team chemistry and the whole it's Chicago. Like I don't know. I'm a homer in that regard, PJ. I know you are too, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on Tremaine Edmunds first before we get into into Dalman.
I'm not a homer when it comes to Edmunds because he wasn't drafted by us.
Fair enough.
I'm not a homer for Dalman because he wasn't drafted by us. I hate to see Dalman go. I think what he was able to do this last year was really, really, really good. Edmunds, I'm on the fence with as far as what he did. I thought there was times he played well, like earlier part of this year maybe, and he kind of like slipped off. So costing 15 million or 17 million, however much he was getting paid, I thought that was a lot for the production we was getting, which wasn't enough to me. I think they even moved him to will linebacker. And so, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of keeping him around anyway for the money. So, yeah, I mean, with those three moves, those seem like they cleared up close to $40 million, if not more.
Yeah, I mean,
just said 44 million.
Yeah.
What our cap space is today, anyways.
I just responded to Chad, and I'm not calling Chad out or anything, but it was a tweet that I think that me and Chad saw the exact same tweet. The Bears in this past week, with the moves that they have made up to this exact point in time, including the move with Edmunds, have generated $44 million in cap space. I think they were in the negative before then. So I don't know how much we actually have, but that's what I'm trying to say is we don't have 44 to play around with. We've only gained that much with these moves, if that makes sense.
So it's 38 max.
So
I genuinely don't know.
Well, I wanted to answer that Edmunds question too, Shorty.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just asked PJ answered about Edmunds, and it's this. So I don't know if you guys remember, because I was down on him after season 1 because of contract. He was playing the middle linebacker then, and the money we were paying him that first year, he did not live up to that contract. Now, you take the first half of the season, he was playing really good. Matter of fact, he was leading the NFL in interceptions at one point in time. And I'm just giving everybody a synopsis because it's easy to forget. And then did he get injured?
I think so.
Did he get injured? But his big stuff was really in the first half of his first 7-8 games of the season, which is only 6 or 7 games. And then he wasn't quite the same, but it's not all on him because the interior defensive line, they were running down his throat. When you got 3 guys running at you and your guys are on the ground, it's kind of hard to, so I'm just, but I mean, and then he was moved to will this year. He was moved to the weak inside linebacker, and he was more effective early in the season, and then the injury and everything, but he just was not worth the contract. I was saying last year, he's not going to be here after next year. You can go back and find it on one of the shows. We talked about it. And I was, when the season ended, I said he's going to be the first one that's going to be released, because of the cap situation and everything. And the money that you're spending, you're paying a middle linebacker who's playing will and wasn't consistent. Like here, you know what? If he would have stayed pretty much healthy and stayed on his path or even got back on it, different story. But it's still a money thing because of what you're paying out for a will linebacker. It's an off-ball linebacker. You can find a decent one in the draft. I'm sure Poles has already got 2 or 3 on the line that he's looking at, free agency and in the draft, because you're going to bring DeMarco back, right? I mean, that would be the plan at linebacker to start with.
Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if we could add a 4th round linebacker? Okay.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Imagine, Foster, if we imagine this, okay? Imagine we spent a 4th round pick in the 2025 NFL draft on a linebacker. Wouldn't that be cool if we could have that player help our football team? Wouldn't that be really cool?
It'd be nice to see all the guys that we didn't get to see much of or not enough of on the defensive side of the ball that we drafted because we really didn't get to see crap. We saw some of the linebacker. We didn't see the defensive tackle. We didn't see the Zay Frazier. So, I don't even know what we got there. Could Zach is he going to be quick enough and be able to even take part in a linebacker position? Because then you've got another defensive back on the field. It's just what's Dennis Allen's going to do. But the key is here. We've freed up that money we're talking about. I don't know if it's 38 million, 27 million, whatever it is. We were -5 or -6 million going in. Got to make the best of the Dalman situation. You notice he was right on the phone there. I know they already had an interview with Biadasz because when they released, I know that was the next talk. But the first thing after I heard that Dalman was retiring was we've already got to talk to Biadasz because he was released. It was like they waited to do it. They knew that he retired earlier. I'm just saying, I know Zai's a corner, but size and strength. If you're going to run something where you might want a linebacker who doesn't even have to be, I can't even put it out. You can run one. You can have your middle and extra defensive backs on the field, and Zay Frazier's size and the way he plays with the speed. It's just we got to do what we got to do. We're in this position now. There's no going back. DJ was the target for that had to go. I'm sorry, it sucks. I didn't like it, but it sucks because God forbid that Odunze and Burden get hurt. God forbid it, because then we got a real problem. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying it's to be bad luck or anything, but you know how football is.
Well, you gotta also
go ahead. I just wanted to get my thing in there with Edmunds.
You have to take into consideration.
What's up, Tynan Benson? Thank you for joining us. Go ahead, Peach.
You have to take into consideration about Swift too. Yes, you can cut Swift and save $8 million as well. So DJ, you can make the argument, I guess, that you're saving $16 million, but between Edmunds, Swift, and the retirement of Dalman, you're still saving close to 40. So neither here or there at this point.
So now you get a second-round pick for DJ.
Time out, because you got to remember this too. It's what, $27 million next year and $28 million the year after.
Also remember he's the number one receiver.
Right.
So is Loveland.
I think Buffalo's going to be happy with that in the long run, because in 28, how much is a number one wide receiver going to be getting paid?
Some of them are already getting paid in the 30s, right?
Yeah. Corey Coke Polk 9483 saying Crosby or Henderson is the only way this trade makes sense. Well, Hendrickson's a free agent, right? Am I wrong? So we could go get him in free agency, but I think you want to get a murderer in Maxx Crosby, and I think that accumulating draft picks, which is why I'm still complaining about this Ian Cunningham shit, where we should get, by the time it's over, 2 third-round compensation picks, because that's what the frickin' Chiefs got for Ryan Poles when we signed him. He wasn't even an assistant general manager for them. It's black and white, man. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. And we deserve those 2 third-round picks. One this year, one next year. So now we have, if that happens, we have 2 third-round picks this year, 2 third-round picks next year. We can easily trade our 25th pick and a second-round pick, and I don't even know what the hell's after that, for a Maxx Crosby, because it just seems like it's obvious that he's coming to us with the admiration between him and Caleb and the podcast. And I don't know. It just seems like it's happening, and I'm just waiting for the day that it does. It seems like it's going to be any day now. We're going to be a Maxx Crosby, sweat defense. And then we'll get Shamar Turner back next year. Hopefully he can continue to develop. And then we can add to, our defensive line in the draft. And by the way, go ahead. You want to say something, Karl?
Yeah. I want to start by jokingly asking PJ if he's sitting down. And I want PJ to tell me what he thinks on an average annual basis. How much money do you think the most expensive wide receiver in the NFL is earning? How much money per year?
31.
Well, I could tell you, according to Over the Cap, Jamar Chase is making $40 million per year.
Oh, wait.
There you go.
So again, if you are looking at comparisons here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wide receivers who are making more money than DJ Moore on an average annual basis. DJ Moore is 13th in the exact same stratosphere as George Pickens and Jameson Williams. And I don't know about you guys. I think that Jameson Williams is hot garbage, and I think that George Pickens is okay. I think that he's very overrated and had an incredible year with Dallas due to the circumstance of him being a wide receiver 2. I think that DJ Moore is a lot better than Jameson Williams, George Pickens, Jalen Waddle, T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin, Brandon Ayuk for sure. So I do think that DJ Moore is on the same playing field as Amon-Ra St. Brown, and DJ Moore is cheaper. So there's your answer to that question that you had.
I've been saying
I think I don't have to say anything else.
I've been saying that since we signed the contract. Everybody's like, "Oh, too much money." No, it's a steal. But
Jeez.
it is what it is, man.
I want to talk about a couple things.
Polk 9483. Is that who you want to talk about? What's up, Corey?
No, Trent Williams is a cut candidate for the 49ers. Most likely going to be cut. I know he's going to command a lot of money. He's older, but he still has a lot left in the tank. But we need a short-term left tackle answer, and with Trent Williams getting cut by the Niners, which is most likely going to happen.
There's a super chat here.
He will. Thank you, J Ham 2020 $2 super chat.
No super chats
here. Thoughts on the overall trade? We just talked about that. We're all kind of happy with it because it frees up some money. PJ's not, but I am. No, but I think it gives. Listen, I'm a big Josh Allen fan, and I was kind of heartbroken this year when he lost to the frickin' the Broncos, and then on the last play of the game, they lose their quarterback, and they can't even compete in the next round. And it should have been Josh Allen in that game, and it still bothers me. It's just, as a Bills fan that you are, I've always said this: like, if you guys would have won all 4 of those Super Bowls in a row, you guys would be, bar none, hands down, the best NFL team of all time. And you lost 4 in a row, and that was heartbreaking to watch as a fan growing up in the 90s, or 80s and 90s, and just watching that happen. And I feel for you, man. So I'm happy that you guys got a legitimate number 1 wide receiver, and I hope that we face you in the Super Bowl and we beat you. But for me, I think that the DJ Moore trade makes it. I always thought it made sense for us, for the Bears, because of the money, because of the talent that we have brought in. Barring injury, we can add another receiver to this group. We've got why can't I think of his name? Number 20,
Jade Walker, literally a top 100 wide receiver in the NFL.
UDFA that could be coming up. And what's up, John King Bravo Stocktone? Thank you for joining us tonight.
Isn't Darnell Mooney also a free agent now? I heard.
Yes.
AC
He's coming back. He's coming back, PJ.
Yeah, we could get him back. There's a lot of options. I just
think that, because it's taken Shorty like 20 minutes to answer your question here. DJ Moore is going to have the best year of his career, 1,400, 1,500 yards maybe with Allen, dude.
Hopefully he wins.
He's going to kill it if he stays healthy. But he can always play when he's hurt. He does like every other receiver. There's times he takes a play off, or if he's like with the Bears, he was getting frustrated when we saw it, Peach. He was getting frustrated because he's wide open and not getting the ball. And I'm just telling it like from what I saw.
And then he takes a play off because he didn't get the ball.
So it's a win-win for both teams, and he's a fan favorite in Chicago, dude. He's still a fan favorite in Chicago.
Foster,
and one of my guys I'll still watch. I'll follow him because I like the guy from the day we got him.
Foster, let me ask you a question.
Be happy with them.
Okay, that's a good answer to the super chat here, but I want to ask Foster. I'm sure Foster, and he's been around for a long, long time, right, Foster? So
Thank you for your super chat, by the way. Thank you.
Foster remembers when the Buffalo Bills traded a first-round pick for Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
Who do you think is going to have a bigger impact in Buffalo when all is said and done? Stephon Diggs or DJ Moore?
DJ Moore.
Okay.
By far. I watched.
So it's kind of a bad trade then, huh?
Well, here's
Why is it a bad trade?
My thing is, are the Bears going to regret it? Because if those 3 guys that Shorty just mentioned, we keep talking about, it's a Dunze, Burden, Walker now, because I just got to throw him right into the fire because Zacchaeus is gone too, guys. Everybody's forgetting about Zacchaeus, man. And early in the season, he was critical. Go back, look at the games, look at the numbers. He was the guy for the first 5, 6, 7 weeks that had 6, 7, 8 catches a game. Go back and look at the numbers. He got us
no super chats.
I said that was a great guy to bring in when they brought him in. I said it from the beginning. So, but now we've got these 3 guys, and there's maybe a 4th guy. I can't remember the other dude's name. He was on the practice squad last year. He actually was on the roster a couple times, but never played. But they got to stay healthy.
The Bears?
On the Bears, go look it up.
JP Richardson?
Yeah. He's giving a face. We haven't seen him yet. So, I mean, but if those guys don't stay healthy, if one of them's out, we got a problem. That's the only worry I have about this whole thing. Is, and like you said, Peach, we don't really have nobody is a proven. The most proven number one receiver on the team is Colson Lovin right now in my eyes. And he's not a wide receiver. He's not playing wide receiver. So
we got a $2 super chat from Mr. Mayhem saying, "Bear the fuck down." Thank you so much, Mr. Mayhem. Great to see you again.
The fruity thing in the front.
One of our longest tenured chat members. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mr. Mayhem. Can I just finish my thoughts on Trent Williams, because I believe he's going to be cut, and he's I think he has a lot left in the tank, maybe 2-3 years. He's playing at a high level still, and we need him on a 1 or 2 year contract. And when he's cut by the Niners, he's still going to be paid by the Niners. So they're going to have to eat some of that, and he's still going to get some kind of salary from the Niners, whatever it might be. So we can get him for maybe a little bit less, because he knows that the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl this year. Chips Ahoy. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. And he's going to I think that it would be a good deal for him to come to the Bears, knowing he has his probably one of his best shots to win a Super Bowl with this coaching staff, with Ben Johnson, and we get him on a rental until we get Ozzie Trapillo back, and boom, we win it all this year. Now we have to obviously have to deal with the center position too. However, Joe Tooney could play wide receiver if we put him at the position. The guy can play anywhere on the field. He's, at the very least, if we had to play him at left tackle.
Dan,
that's a joke,
Dan, just look at PJ. I mean, that's my exact reaction to it.
That's a joke. Right. I'm saying, Tooney can play.
He's laughing. I thought you were sad. I'm sad at the comment.
Tooney's a stud.
Bring that up.
PJ.
That's your solution.
Tooney could play center if we wanted him to.
Is that your solution, though?
What if we had to move Karan to left guard and Tooney plays center? Do you have
a shotgun in my mouth and reenact Kurt Cobain part two?
Any confidence?
I'm not even joking. I would literally do that.
I
would literally reenact Kurt Cobain. I wouldn't trim my toenails so I could hit the trigger. Like, it would be that dire. That would make me want the Bears to move to Indiana so that I could choose a new team to root for. That's how frustrating that would be.
I don't know football,
just for the record.
I'm just going to say I can't comment because I don't know football, but man, that's funny.
Right, yeah, moving Joe Tooney to center after he's literally earned a gold jacket at left guard. Well, let's just move him to center.
If anything, you're going to have Tooney go out to left tackle to start the season.
Asinine. It's asinine.
While they bring somebody else in that they draft.
Yeah, Romy. I mean, Romy said it. I definitely didn't say it. Romy said it.
Good night, Kitty. Appreciate you.
Obvious. Good night,
Kitty. I'm just kidding.
Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Obviously, Joe Tooney can't play wide receiver, but I think he can play. He's shown he can play left
you
tackle.
might be able to put him in the backfield.
No, he didn't even look that good at left tackle. He was serviceable, but that's not his job.
It's not his job.
It's not, but let me ask you this. Could he play center if we needed him to this season?
No, that's such an asinine thought. You have to address that position as if the player doesn't exist, because unfortunately Drew Dalman thought of himself before the Bears, and now we have a big issue.
Don't you think it'll be nice if Tooney's out there at left guard teaching and doing what he does on a weekly basis?
Here,
of course.
Do you want the real answer?
Quite.
And here, just so everyone understands my college basis, okay?
He's a baller, man. I hate him though. Like, Michigan guy, I can't stand him, man.
I want the young man from Michigan State to get a chance. Luke Newman.
No,
why can't he try out at center?
500 years ago, I was just like Karl. Matter of fact, it says it under his name. But now that I've been around an extra 500, Pete, I'm telling you.
I tell you what, I would love.
Pete, wait, we'll just let him go on.
I would love to hear an interview from Richard to see what he has to say about the offensive line woes right now.
Are you
I
being
mean,
facetious? Because he did just do an interview with
no, I was
Teron
actually
Armstead.
I was actually being honest because I'm thinking that if he says that Newman is good to go, because mind you, I have not heard this interview that you're referring to. If he says that Newman's good to go, I can trust him because again, he proved himself last year being Richard as being a good offensive line coach. If he says that Armagaji is good to go at left tackle, I trust him because I heard he did say not too long ago that Karan is gifted. He just has to stay healthy. So I do trust Richard.
Yes.
You can throw McFadden in there too.
Hey, yeah, that's a
saying.
real football player. Kudos to Foster for that. But here, let me give PJ the straight and narrow of that Richard interview. It was all centered around the left tackle, right? Because his former player that he coached, Teron Armstead, a left tackle. So, Ozzie Trill injury, let's talk about left tackle, they decided, right? He made it sound dire. He said that if it was up to him, that there is no left tackle on this current roster that is good enough. But he would never say that because he's a professional. He's a really good coach, an offensive line coach, right? So he said, we'll go to war with whoever the fuck we got. But he said, essentially, there needs to be an asset spent on the left tackle position. A draft pick, a free agency, a trade. I don't think that he likes any of the options that he has, if I had to be brutally honest for you. And I'll try and find that video and I'll share it with you and you can make your own decision. But again, it's not very encouraging.
Levante Rogers said, Richard said the current starting left tackle isn't on the team. That's what I heard too.
Yeah, did a much better job of explaining that than I did. Thank you.
But I mean, it's this. That's now we've got an extra asset. We're going to have to get. I don't see how we don't draft a tackle and probably sign one too. Because you can't tell me that Ozzie's going to be playing this year or next year even. You can't tell me until I see it. I don't care what anybody says. You know how football is. This injury on a left tackle is probably one of the hardest positions to have this injury from everything I've read and what people have said. I don't know if that's true, but it sure sounds like it the way he was describing the way they have to cut and turn and then angle themselves. It's harder on them than a wide receiver or defensive player. You know, maybe running backs and linemen might have the toughest.
Yeah. Shorty, I don't want to hear.
We got to sign Wright. And then, so what other tackles do we have besides Wright? For sure. What do we have for sure besides him? Do we even have a swing? Who's the swing tackle?
Theo.
They have to re-sign him first.
Going in. No, we've signed him to a futures already.
We have another super chat.
John King Bravo Stockton.
What? No super chats?
$5.
What? No super chats? What? No super chats? What? No super chats?
Linderbaum over anyone, and bring in Quay Walker. We still need a safety and a linebacker. I'm also okay with Mack coming back as a rotational piece. Thank you for your $5 super chat, man. I think you're dead spot on with Linderbaum.
He's going to cost the most. That's all. He's going to cost
Walker, but I don't know about Mack.
More than Dalman.
Mack is
spot on with that.
Mack is not. He's playing out of position in a 4-3 defense. He's
what?
Dude, if he wants to bring him in on a 1-year fucking deal where he could get a veteran minimum contract a little more, but I don't think that's going to happen either. I'm like, let's fix the interior defensive line because that's been the biggest problem all year. Straight up.
Shorty is aware that Khalil Mack is literally an all-pro. He's been an all-pro player at defensive end, correct? Do you understand that? To accept that?
Outside linebacker in a 3-4.
No, he literally was an all-pro at 2 positions in his time in Oakland.
One time in Oakland. He's not.
All right. What's the difference between a defensive end and an outside linebacker? An outside linebacker can probably rush the passer a little bit better because he's faster, more nimble, whatever. Those days are a little bit behind Mack, in my opinion. I think he would be fantastic at defensive end. It all depends on the price tag.
Putting him on the line in a 3-point stance.
All right.
Let's hear what PJ has to say.
At this age. Go ahead, PJ.
Let's hear what PJ has to say.
Hey, Karl, can you look up and see who was Mack's defensive coordinator when he was a rookie?
I don't know exactly if it was a rookie or not, but Dennis Allen's involved in this situation, 100%.
Okay.
I'll find it for you right now.
I mean, I would love to find a way to have Khalil Mack back on. What's up, Plank, man? Member for 14 months.
Good to see you, Plank.
Good to see you, Plank,
Plank,
man.
sir. I've been running into him a lot lately. Chips ahoy, boy. Chips down there. What's up, Chips? It's
Plank,
not that I don't want the best center, dude, because he's asking, you don't want the best center, Foster? You crack me up. No, I would love to have Linderbaum. It's what is it the cost going to be?
What's the
and
sacrifice?
where are we going to take away from?
What's the sacrifice?
So, hey, you know what? I think I'll tell you this right now. I'd rather have Linderbaum than Crosby. I really would. Get me some defensive tackles, Linderbaum. If I don't get Crosby, maybe I could bring Mack in on a 1-year deal.
Right.
Just as a pass rusher, man.
Or you can bring in Trey Hendrickson, right? Right, Foster?
If you can swing him in with signing Linderbaum, there's you got to look at. There's just so much to look at. You know what I'm talking about, PJ.
Jason Tarver was the defensive coordinator for Khalil Mack in Oakland his rookie season, but the head coach was Dennis Allen.
Thank you, Karl. Appreciate that. I knew there was a connection there somewhere.
Steve Rogers is asking, what's the cost of having your QB hurt, Foster? I'm not sure I understand that question. You're muted.
Coming in all tooch. That's why we got to have a good center and a good left tackle. We can't go into the season with what we have now. It's not going to be. What's our biggest asset? You got to protect them straight up. They know it. I don't know if here. You know what? Like I said, I'd rather have Linderbaum than Crosby if I got to pick one of the two, for sure. I'm not saying I don't want Linderbaum. I'm just saying what.
Every time that I have talked about the Bears trading for Maxx Crosby, what has it included?
DJ Moore.
It's included DJ Moore going to Oakland. And we no longer hold that asset, gentlemen. So at this point, if you can't if you can't tell Oakland that DJ Moore is worth a first-round pick, I don't want to give up 2 first-round picks straight up.
Yeah, but if you trade the second-round pick that you got for DJ Moore,
they don't want that. The asking price, and it's getting asinine. They actually said that they want the Micah Parsons deal, and that there are people who are starting to get to the point where it is literally 2 first-round picks and a player. I'm not interested in that move. Why do you think
the Bears pulled the deal on with Buffalo? Because they weren't going to make that deal with the Raiders because they weren't taking it.
And for the record, it's Dallas that's helping drive this.
I got to take a leak.
Fucking Cowboys. Hey, I waited an hour in. I waited an hour in to swear, dude. I'm probably kidding myself.
You know, I hear rumors. What's the rumor about Myles Garrett? Is he on a trading block too?
I have not heard a darn thing about that.
Because I heard something about him possibly going to Dallas. That's why I'm asking.
I've heard stuff, but I've never heard Cleveland say he's on the trading block or any. The last thing that I heard from Cleveland, correct me if I'm wrong, is he's not. He wasn't going to be traded. That's why we just signed him. He's going to be in Cleveland. That's the last thing I heard. That's after all that stuff where he wanted out of Cleveland, got the money, he's happy. But we don't know the truth, Peach. You don't know.
Doesn't it just seem like, and I hate to say this about the player who just broke the sack record, it feels like Myles Garrett's football, his best football, is going to be behind him for the rest of his career. I mean, how can you get paid all that money and then break the record
this year?
Right. So, like, what else? What else are you going to do?
It's downhill.
I know he wants to win the Super Bowl.
But from now on, it's downhill. You're saying,
right? Yeah.
And he just got the record. So this is, according to you, this was his peak. Right now is his peak.
How could it not be his peak?
Okay. I want to clarify that. That's all.
But I mean,
I think that's fair to say.
Do you feel comfortable giving up 2 first-round picks and a player for Myles Garrett and paying him $40 million, knowing that he's always going to be worse and worse every single year? I would have traded for Myles Garrett with that package 2 or 3 years ago so that you could have had that sack-breaking record season in a Super Bowl window. But it's too far gone. He's made his choice. He decided to stay on a crappy team and get paid. Have fun, man.
I would say that although I agree with you that last year is probably his best year because he's never going to reach that milestone again. However, him getting 20 sacks next year is still phenomenal. Him getting maybe 19 or 18 a year after that, still phenomenal. So I do agree with you that he reached his peak. I'm just, again, on a separate note, I just find it hard to give up draft picks like that. So that's my argument for making those type of trades of giving up draft capital like that. But I think Myles Garrett is by far probably the best defensive end in the league. And therefore, if he was to get traded, it's going to cost. It's going to cost. But to your point, Karl, yeah, I don't think he'll duplicate this same year. So you will be getting a depreciating asset.
I don't either.
Like, can you imagine a year where
I don't think he'll reach this height again, Karl. But I don't think he's going to take a dive for the next 3 years. It's going to be 3 more years before he starts taking like a dive. I think his numbers statistically are actually going to. He's kind of still going to be on a little uptick when it comes to other things, or at least match some of those other things. Pressure rates, quarterback hits. So, and it's just it doesn't mean I'm right. The number of sacks, though, it's hard enough to get it, let alone once. To duplicate, it's almost impossible. Look at the history.
So,
who's ever duplicated it?
In this hypothetical scenario where you trade for Myles Garrett, it's like, okay, you're paying him all this money. He's already started to collect his paychecks. He's already got the sack record. God forbid the Bears start, I don't know, 2-3. He could just turn the light switch off. He'd be like, screw this. I don't care. I'm just not going to help elevate my teammates. I'm not going to try as hard as I possibly can. I'm already that dude. I'm already getting that money. I don't know, man. It seems like a player who he made his decision. He should have been a little bit more firm with it. And I don't know if he should have sat out or what he should have done. But if he really wanted to win the Super Bowl, I think he would have forced his hand last year. He chose not to. Let him stew in his own shit.
Levante Rogers asks, does he need to duplicate this? I mean, that's a damn
If you
good question,
trade
'cause
2 first-round picks and a starter for him, he absolutely needs to duplicate that.
That's a good point.
All he's got to do is get 19, 20 sacks for the next 3 years. But I'm not making the trade. I'm with you, Peach. I'm not making the trade.
Yeah, I just think, giving up so many assets, especially when you're in this Super Bowl window. I mean, we got in trouble with that with Jay Cutler. We got in trouble with that with Khalil Mack. We got in trouble with giving away multiple first rounders, and I've seen that story too many times. I don't want to see it no more. But as far as, I mean, obviously we need to do something to improve this team. Exactly what that is, I don't know, because we have so many holes. I mean, I like Linderbaum. To your point, Foster, I like Linderbaum, but if he's going to cost $20-something million, I don't. We have so many
25.
holes, and I'm not talking ludicrous either. We have so many holes that I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on one guy because we need a center, we need a middle linebacker, we need a defensive tackle, we need a defensive end, we need so much. We need another
defensive tackle.
So much.
We're in that quarterback window, though.
I think we need two more defensive tackles because I don't know what's
why
the
not 3
from last week going to be.
Why not 3?
Okay.
Now.
Why not 4? Cut Dexter. Dexter has the
money.
same issues as he did in his rookie season. I'd cut Dexter.
Now is the time to kind of go all in while you're on the rookie quarterback. What is up, Tonio0624? Thank you for joining us tonight. This is the time, man. And we might strap our, like, remember the Rams, man? They just went all the fucking to win the Super Bowl. They were trading away all their picks for years and years, and they're right back at
doing
it
again. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is that window that we're in on that rookie contract before we're going to be paying him $70 million a year, Caleb Williams.
Ooh.
And we have
no quarterback is worth that.
No one's worth that. But the cap keeps raising more and more every year because of these fucking deals that they're doing with, all Netflix and everyone getting involved in this shit. It is like, now is the time to, if you're going to go all in, if you're going to trade picks away and you're going to put big money into a couple of players that you need to win it now, then you do it. Then you deal with the repercussions later when you have to sign Caleb to that contract. And hopefully Caleb will be, with his he's already had the NIL money, the first ever to have that much money coming into the NFL. He's already invested it. He's investing into the women's soccer league in New York or whatever, things like that. Like, Caleb doesn't seem to be the guy that, he's not going to go all. By the way, they should do, like, Nike needs to go to him and get the Caleb Jumpman Nike jersey or Nike cleats going. They need to make that happen right now. But Caleb just seems to me to be that guy that, like, he's the only one that's ever not done meet the rookies for the Bears. Like, he just seems like he doesn't want that limelight.
He'll take less money to stay in Chicago.
Yeah, because I think he's going to invest it in other areas.
Easy way to say what he was saying, Pete. But I don't think he will.
Thank you.
I think he'll take all the money and just keep kicking it down the road.
I think the Bears will be surprised when it comes to re-signing Caleb, actually.
Wait, what, Pete?
What'd you say?
I think the Bears will be surprised when it comes to re-signing Caleb.
Why?
I think it's going to be harder than people may think it's going to be.
I mean, unfortunately, our general manager got an up close and personal taste with what the Chiefs ended up doing, which was not the most money in the actual world, but so much money spread over a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Now the Chiefs took it on the chin. They had to trade us Joe Tooney. They had a terrible season last year, and that was compounded with the injury of their quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Now what do they do to try and retool? They trade away their all-pro cornerback for picks, and they asked their quarterback to take a restructure so that they can have more money to rebuild.
Hey, can you look this up for me, Karl? I think Mahomes not even in the top 15 anymore.
Are you still sitting down?
He's what?
There might be 20 quarterbacks making more money than him at this point.
Yeah, he's like $45 million a year right now.
Because he signed a 10-year deal. And you're going to have to do the same thing with Caleb, but at 70.
But Patrick Mahomes' deal was
signed for $50 million for 10 years.
It was totally team friendly. It's working out for them.
Okay.
No one's debating that. No one's debating that.
It was $450 for 10 years with another 50 if he met certain incentives.
Yeah.
So it would have been.
Well, I mean, he's going to get his money.
And again, PJ, this comes after we discovered that he's making, I don't know, $15 million per year in incentives, like sponsorships with State Farm and all these terrible things. So
go back to Adam Mason's comment and read it.
Waddle and Sylvie interview with Ryan Poles. Ryan Poles said he won't do what you're proposing, Shorty. He said it's a balancing act to win down and build long term, but they won't do the hemorrhaging.
Well, Bear Down Sports, aka Adam Mason, I think you should know that ESPN 1000, who is owned by the lovely Disney Corporation, is not a source of truth.
Well,
there you go, PJ. Kirk Cousins at one point was making the exact same money on an average annual basis as Patrick Mahomes. I'll make it as big as I possibly can. And again, highest paid quarterback in the year, Dak Prescott, making $60 million per year. Patrick Mahomes on an average annual basis taking $45 million.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes is in that Tom Brady era like mode right now where he's like, I'm not going to like strap my team and take 20% of my salary cap.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true. He at the time of his contract, he was the highest paid. But because it's so long, it's not his choice that he's not making that much money because he's locked in for 10 years. So it's not like he took the deal, I'm going to take less. No, he locked in.
That's why you see him doing all the State Farm commercials and however many commercials he's doing in the local areas. You know,
look
for
at
car companies.
He definitely didn't do what Tom Brady did in New England.
Look, Patrick Mahomes, a $450 million evaluation on the total contract, only 141 guaranteed. That's crazy. That's insanely low.
Yeah,
exactly. That's my point. Like that was a team-friendly deal, and he knew what he was doing. What he was doing with it. He like every time we saw like another like remember in that
became a team-friendly deal.
In that era where Jimmy Garoppolo or Kirk Cousins he was the highest paid quarterback undeservingly compared to the other quarterbacks in the league. And then Jimmy Garoppolo was paid more than him. And then Aaron Rodgers comes out and says, they're making more than me. I need to be the highest paid quarterback because I'm a little bitch.
What, like, no super chats?
Mahomes has not done that.
What, no super chats?
King Bravo with another $2 super chat. CBA will change the structure for QBs before 18's deal. You might be right. Thank you for your super chat. Well said.
They need to. They need to.
Yeah.
What's really funny, Shorty Peach, Karl, is look what they're paying Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa. Look at the money those guys are getting.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll just ask the question then.
Trevor Lawrence,
based off the numbers that we have here, okay, would you guys give Caleb Williams $600 million over 10 years?
Yes,
with only 1/5 of that guaranteed.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
I sure as fuck would too.
And I think that my point is that I think he would be looking for a deal like that because he has other investments that are
right. Exactly. So
are going to make him money from that money. Once you make that much money, if you're smart with it, you can make a hell of a lot more money than just taking it out from your own team.
The problem is the guarantee.
Yeah.
The problem is the guarantee. I mean, this quarterback might take a little bit less. He might take $58 million a year.
What's up, Zilla?
I have a feeling Caleb Williams is going to want a lot of guaranteed money.
I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. But I think that he is a team-friendly guy, and he knows what he has here in Chicago. And even though he's not taking on all the commercials like Jordan did and the shoe deals and all that shit, that I think that he's going to understand what it takes to build a team, and he will, for whatever it may be, will be more team friendly than we think he will be. That's my opinion. I want to shift the conversation really quick because I've come up with a great idea with this whole Indiana bullshit. Okay. By the way, clip this.
Mute yourself, sit back, relax.
The Indiana deal, Kevin Warren was hired by the Vikings to, oh God, here goes PJ. I'm losing him already. No, listen, you're going to like this, PJ. Just hear me out. Hear me out, okay? I'm not going to go on a long-winded rant, okay? I'll let you guys chime in too on this, okay? Kevin Warren, he kind of pulled the same shit with the Vikings when they got their stadium deal done, threatened to move to a different state and yada, yada, yada. And what's going on right now, like by all accounts, it sounded like the Bears, like by the end of March or by the end of February, they were going to have a deal done with Indiana to move their. And by the way, I saw the drone footage of the land where they're going to build that. Like, what a joke. It's like mostly marshland. There's a road that goes right through Hammond, like all the way. It's like you can see it for miles and miles of road in this drone footage. Like, what are they going to do with that road? They're going to have to like redirect everything. And it doesn't even look like there's enough space to build a stadium, much less have a parking lot in there. So I was thinking about this long and hard, and I came up with my solution to this. It would take a Mayor Daley type mayor of Chicago to make this happen, because I think back to Mayor Daley, his father, who was a longtime mayor of Chicago in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and he was corrupt as hell. And his son Mayor Daley was corrupt as hell.
Man would have got this. His son was just as corrupt, if not worse.
And his son would have gotten it done. Like, and I think about Mayor Daley. Like just overnight going into Meigs Field and just destroying the fucking airfield, the
he tore up Meg's Field at 1 in the
morning. Tore up Meg's Field overnight, dude.
Little Richie Daly's a scumbag. Sorry, my opinion.
But he did it by doing it corruptly, going, here, I'm just gonna tear up Meg's Field overnight. We're gonna tear down the airstrip, turn it into a park because that's what I want. And you guys, I'm done dealing with you asshole politicians, and he did it. So it would take a mayor like him to overnight just sign a bill to go from the museum campus, from the Field Museum on. Now this land all the way to McCormick Place, you know, the shitty McCormick Place that they want to tear down anyways, the old McCormick Place, where the hell it was. This is the Bears' land as of today. It no longer is the Park District land. And we are not only that, but because the Bears have been paying for 23 years on this stadium, when the Vikings have a $1 billion stadium that it was paid off in 5 years or less. This mayor needs to pull the governor needs to go to the mayor and say, I got your back on this. And then the mayor has to go overnight from the Field Museum on is now the Bears property. And we are giving it to them for free. And we are wiping out their debt because they still owe 80-something million on a fucking stadium build that's not even their own property. It's not even their own stadium. And they're paying for a stadium that they're renting.
Bears don't own shit. They paid all their money. The taxpayers are the ones stuck with that bill, no matter.
Well, they are, and that's why they need to just absolve the debt overnight. Give them the land. Let me finish, Professor. Give them the land, and then go, this is your lakefront property. You do with it what you want. I'm done.
No fucking way, because that's the city of Chicago. That's the people's land. They've already stolen enough of it. No fucking way.
But Daley took the airfield and Meg's and gave it. He made it a park. Like that's more park to the Park District.
What Levante says. So it's going to take a white crook, is what you're saying, not a black crook.
Yeah, well, yes.
but
we need a Mayor Daley right now.
Happen, man. Daley was forced to retire. I'm not even going to talk about this shit. I should shut the hell up because he was forced out, dude, because the fact that he's a crook. He got away with too much shit.
But
the land's toxic.
Chicago is known for corrupt politics. Illinois itself is known for corrupt politics. Put your fucking corrupt politics, you know, if you are known for that because that's what you are, then put your money where your mouth is and be the corrupt politician in this moment and keep the Bears not only in Chicago or in Illinois, but on the lake. Listen, I
don't want money makers in Illinois. They want everybody out. They're going to grab all the fucking land and make it a communist state. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. They forced all the businesses out.
I am totally greedy when it comes to them going to Arlington Heights because it's a half an hour train ride for me to go there when I go to a lot of Bears games. When I come home, I have a lot of season ticket holders. I go to a lot of games when I can. Okay. It's a half an hour ride to Arlington Heights is a hell of a lot better than an hour and 25 minutes to get down to, I got to take a 7:00 train, get out there at 8:30, try to go have breakfast at Lou, what's it called? Over on Jackson Boulevard, the 100-something-year-old restaurant. Great breakfast. Love that place. And then I get to the stadium with like 5 minutes to go before the game starts. I can't even enjoy the campus. So I'm greedy because I want to go. I want it to be in Arlington Heights because it'll be a half an hour train ride. I can enjoy myself. I can go out to breakfast. I can tour the campus. I can tour the stadium, all that shit. But ultimately, I want the Bears to remain where they are because if that grand plan that they presented with the glass, in the front, you could still see the skyline, and that's the Bears. It needs to remain there. So why are we fucking around with this when we finally don't have a corrupt enough mayor to get this done? We can't get it done. And we're talking about the Bears going to Indiana. It's just bullshit. The Bears need to stay right where they are. Just give them the fucking land and make it happen. Give it to them.
I disagree. I think with that riverfront, that's a very valuable. So seeing as though it's so much so much value to it. Build something else down there to where Chicago can make their money, Illinois can make their money. Perfect place for Chicago Bears to go is Arlington Heights. They already own the land. Just bring down the property taxes, make it reasonable, move forward. I get your personal interest in wanting them to stay Chicago for your train ride.
No, my personal interests are actually in Arlington Heights because it's a quicker train ride for me. It's more enjoyable.
Let's do Arlington Heights. So I think it works out better for them that way. But because of the politic game, we go back and forth and back with it, and it makes no sense. But I feel you.
My preferred is Chicago. My greediness as a Bears fan wants Arlington Heights. That's all.
What? No super chats? What? No super chats?
King Bravo.
What, no super chats?
Because of greed.
Another $2 super chat from King Bravo Stockdown saying travel is part of the game, a part of game day. Traffic sucks everywhere. Well, like for me, like I take train to go to the Bears games. Every one of them, I take the train. I don't drive, so that's why I want Arlington Heights. But it needs to be where it is. It just needs to remain there. As much as it's going to be more of a pain in the ass for me and a lot of other fans.
Why?
Because it's the lakefront, it's the skyline, it's the Bears on the. It's like walking around the campus and you see the skyline and you.
So from a business standpoint.
Arlington Heights. Of a greedy fan standpoint, Arlington Heights.
My question is, from a business standpoint, can the Bears make more money by? I'm sorry, can the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois make more money by having the Bears on the lakefront or having other businesses on the lakefront? Which one do you think will bring more money?
Well, let me ask you this:
more than 8 or 9 times a year.
Let me ask you this: what would happen to the current Soldier Field and that property when the Bears moved to Arlington Heights or moved to Indiana? What's going to happen to that property?
Develop it with hotel, whatever they want to do with. Do you think the possibility is more of them making it with the Bears having a stadium there, or them bringing other businesses down there? Which one would make them more money?
Well, Chicago's going to lose. Cook County and Illinois are going to kill it either way. Cook County's going to kill them either way. So is Illinois. That's the problem. But let me go back to Soldier Field real quick. So what the hell was Soldier Field until 1970? Because there was never a Bears game played there until 1971, actually. It was sporting events, fights, concerts.
Yeah, my father.
You just go back to doing that every weekend, man. It'll be easier than dealing with the Bears. It'll be easier to do that. Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, my father boxed in Soldier Field a long time ago. So, yeah, it was a sporting event thing.
Cliff saying Soldier Field could be women's flag football or soccer. What's up, Bear Down 3761, Crook County? that's funny.
Man, you just do concerts and bring back Chicago Fest and stuff that used to be there. Bring it back. They took it all out. See, the thing is, the problem with that stuff is Chicago's so corrupt. You can't let them be involved in doing it. It has to be handed to somebody who's going to make money on it because they steal everything. That's always going to be the problem until we get these scums out. Sorry.
It's all about mismanaging money.
There is that entire lakefront is pretty much Chicago Park District property. Why not just come in there as a corrupt ass mayor?
Deemed to be free for all time for the people, and they've already stolen enough of it. The Chicagoans don't want that no more. We're tired. They keep eating up. You know, you ever heard of J.C. Penney? So he saves he doesn't even care about money or anything. He spent millions of dollars making sure that land would be open for the public for good of the people of Chicago. Quit trying to take it because they're taking enough. Obama and these other fuckers, that huge a building, they stole all that shit. They're not supposed to be on that land. It's supposed to remain parkland forever free to the city of Chicago and the residents around. Sorry, Shorty, but that's what it's got to be.
Real quick, guys. real quick, I want to say a special shout out to the chat. Over 100 in the chat. So thank you all for joining us. I just want to give you guys a recognition. I think I saw it as many as 148 people. So thank each and every one of you for joining us. Appreciate your support and tuning in to us. Thank you.
And to our new members tonight, thank you very much.
I'm sorry, Shorty. We got to get off this crap though, because it's, I don't know.
Do you wait before we do? Can you not agree with me that the Chicago Park District owns way too fucking much land on that lakefront? Can you?
No.
Can you agree with that?
No, they don't. They don't, because that was determined 126 years ago or 122 years ago to be free from obstruction and property for the good of the city. It's in part of our Chicago Constitution. It's not supposed to be touched.
But there's already a Bears.
Move them to Arlington Heights. They bought the property how long ago? They should be in Arlington Heights.
There's already a stadium on there that they don't own, and that's already part of the campus. Why not just give them that land? What are they going to do? Build fucking 10 hotels on it and a casino? No. There's only enough land there to rebuild a stadium, keep the columns as a park, build a stadium next to it, maybe tear down the old McCormick place I've already been talking about, because you can't go any farther south of that because the land is polluted. So there's only that.
They should tear it down and put nothing back there. They should tear it down and put nothing back there. That shouldn't have been there either. President of Friends of the Park. The land was determined to be free and clear forever. But
then now the Bears have 1/8 of it, and the rest of it is still the Chicago Park District with all the museum campus stuff and all the Bean and Grant Park and all that shit, and Meigs Field, which is now a park because Daley went in there and tore down the fucking airstrip and built the park there. Like, that's all Park District shit now. What is this much? You can't even see in my screen. What is this much of Park District when you give this much of it to the Bears and say, you are now debt free? This is yours. You've been paying on this for 20 fucking 3 years, and you still owe 80+ million on it. We're going to give it to you for free to keep you here. This is your little piece of land, and you can do whatever you want with it, because you know you can only build so much on it, which is a stadium, and turn the rest into a park anyways. They're not going to put a bunch of restaurants and all that shit over there. Maybe a couple things, but not like you'd be able to do in Arlington Heights.
Foster raised a good point, and I want you to answer this directly, Shorty. So does the Bears still owe the 80 million, or does the taxpayers owe it, Shorty?
No one does. It's wiped off the books.
I'm talking about currently. Who owes on it?
Both.
Taxpayers are still paying the loan. Fact. Look it up.
It's got to be both, right? It's got to be a little bit of both.
They're raising our taxes and our shit all again. This right now. It's happening this month.
Of course they are, because they are so fucking corrupted that they are doing that.
So
you got
the point I'm trying to make is if taxpayers still owe on it, why are you trying to wipe the debt clean for the Bears?
Oh my God, listen to me, guys. Okay, I lived in Colorado, and my vote counted to become the first state to make them a legal marijuana state. Okay, they determined they were going to put all of their
Colorado.
Let me finish. They determined they were going to put all of their tax money into the school system. 3 years later, they were like, we have already made all of our commitments to our school system, and they had another vote. We have so much extra money surplus that we're putting into another vote. Do you guys want it back as a tax rebate for the people of the state of Colorado, or do you want to keep putting it back into the schools? The state of Illinois, with all their toll plazas and and their property taxes and all the shit, and the way that they rob everyone left and right, and then they go legalizing marijuana and they tax you 35% on that. You're telling me that there isn't enough money there for you to just go, we are absolving you of your debt, everyone of this debt. We're giving this land to the Bears overnight. Mayor Daley, it would take a mayor like that to make it happen, because he knows, hey, we have legal marijuana now, and we're ripping everyone off every fucking day, right, Rick? You know, you have to go to goddamn Michigan to buy your weed. So
with that being said, You said, Foster, you say that it's $80 million still owed by the taxpayers.
It was 89 million last time I looked.
Who are they paying that money to?
Exactly.
The Chicago Park District. So it's money that gets stolen.
Yes,
So
that's my. Thank you, Foster. That's my point.
But Shorty. I know. We're actually agreeing. The problem is the corruption in Illinois. You're not going to fix that overnight. That's the problem. Nothing else is a problem. It's the corrupt state that we live in. That the Bears are in. That's
the taxpayers are paying.
So we can sit here and bring all this stuff up. Ain't going to make one bit of difference because the Illinois taxpayers can't even pay for what we're paying for now, dude. We went through this a couple weeks ago. Look at what people are paying for rent and taxes. When you got to pay $1,500 for a one-bedroom piece of crap apartment, and your mortgage is $3,000 a month, but then your taxes are $10,000 a year.
So
and
the
your homeowner's
taxpayers
insurance
are
is
paying
$3,000.
The taxpayers are paying this debt.
We can't support any of this. Sorry, Peach. Go.
So the taxpayers are paying this money to the Park District. So is that Chicago taxpayers, or is it the state of Illinois taxpayers is paying this debt to the Park District?
It's the state of Illinois. Okay. Chicago helped screw a lot of the rest of the state. Did you know that prior to 1849, I think Illinois we became a state in 1818, but we were literally 3 states at one point because there's 3 different types of people. You had the northeast section of Illinois was a separate state, and then the middle to southwest was another state, and then the middle and southeast was an entire another state at one point. Go back and look up your history. They could not get their shit together because nobody agreed on anything because it's like 3 different countries, really. If you go through Illinois and you stop and you track it, it's like 3 different countries. So they had a long time. I mean, Illinois didn't even get their state constitution done until 1970, and we've been a state since 1818. Just corrupt. Corruption's the problem. We can sit here and talk about all this shit. It's not going to change a damn thing until the mayor, the governor, half these freaking senators, half our representatives are gone because they're all corrupt. They're all corrupt.
But that's my point. They're not corrupt enough because if they were corrupt enough, they would make my plan happen overnight.
Hear me out. They don't
listen to me now and hear me later.
They just got rid of a top 5 company in the world with massive revenue, International Harvester. Boeing bails, or one of them bailed. They were a top 100. We got all these companies. They're just letting them leave. They're letting millions of tax dollars leave because it's not enough. They're doing it on purpose because there's going to be nobody here. They're going to grab up all the land and make this a communist state. And people laugh, but look what's going on in New York. I got to stop because I'm getting all political. Let's go back to Bears because we're not going to change a damn thing talking about this. You can say all your shit. We actually agreed in the end. The biggest problem, the only problem, is the corruption in Illinois. And they don't want what they used to want to. They want everybody out, land grab. Why do you think like 1 million people left since Pritzker became governor? 1 million Illinoisans left. Now, we're going to stop talking about it. 400,000 in, but those are all people with money. So they don't have to pay taxes and go through the shit like the average guy.
We are talking Bears. We're talking about the corruption of Chicago being corrupt enough, like they've always adhered to being as corrupt as they've been, to go overnight. From here on is the Bears' property, and you guys can go fuck yourselves. And it's free, and their debt is absolved, and the taxpayers don't have to pay it, and the Bears don't have to pay it. They've been paying for it long enough. This is their land. It's now the Bears for free. They can sell the Arlington Heights property. They can build their stadium here. They're going to keep. The only thing we'll say is you have to keep the columns, turn it into a park, build your stadium over there.
You're just costing the taxpayers more money. Because now you're looking at like throwing $1 billion out the door. Who's going to pay for that? Because it ain't going to be the Bears or the state.
Not if you absolve the previous debt for the stadium.
Who's absolving it? Who's absolving it?
And a corrupt mayor. We need a corrupt mayor again. Like, we are a corrupt city and a corrupt state.
We have the most corrupt mayor right now ever.
We do not. Mayor Daley is the most corrupt mayor we ever had. We need him back. Fucking bring back Mayor Daley, for crying out loud.
You don't know that he just stole like $850 billion. Daley never got that much in all his years. things are so
Hey.
different. He stole 850 billion. It doesn't, dude.
That's
Not
exactly
stop
what
talking
I
politics. I
More
got
corruption.
As my good friend Pablo Ramirez at work would say, I don't believe you. $850 billion, like really? That the new mayor stole that much money? Like, come on. You're muted.
probably more, Shorty. It's probably more.
$1 trillion?
It could be.
Come on, dude.
New
Tell
York
Foster to
alone.
dig up daily.
New York alone. I don't know how much they stole, but they spent $850 billion on illegal migrants in New York City alone. How come our entire Windy City Day Fund in Illinois and Chicago's gone? It's gone. That was over $650 million right there.
Bear Down says even Daly did a better job in this
You don't
club.
look at the politics and you don't see what's going on here, dude. You're not here. I'm just giving you facts.
I grew up there. I know what's going on there. I have an idea.
You grew up here. When did you leave Chicagoland, dude? What year?
None of your damn business, Fusser.
In the 80s. So you left here 40 years ago, man. You don't know.
I left in 2009.
You left Chicago in 2009?
Chicagoland, yes.
No. Park Ridge? When did you leave Park Ridge?
When I was 6.
That's when you left Chicagoland.
I moved north.
You could be on the Wisconsin border up there. That's not Chicagoland. It may be incorporated, but you don't know anything about Cook County or Chicagoland.
Well, why are we turning things personal, though?
What?
I mean, Shorty did it last week. Now you're doing it this week, Foster. Why are we turning it personal?
Well, because it's the political. It's not. I just want to make my point that Shorty doesn't really know what's going on in Cook County and Chicago. He's not sitting here every day watching it. I am. I'm
not in favor of the whole personal thing, man.
I hear from it from my family and friends, though. I mean, I read the news.
Personal how? I just wanted him to point out when he left Chicagoland.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
No, Foster. It's when you brought my wife into it. That's when you got personal.
I didn't bring your wife into it.
I know.
I'm just saying. I mean, to me, you can make your argument, make your point, make your debate without making it personal. As far as
oh no! Oh boy!
Oh
no!
Gosh, bro!
Oh god! Okay. All right. That's enough. He's about to crawl in his coffin now. Oh, here we go. What's up, Peach?
Man, that was scary. God.
That was terrifying.
It was not.
That was scary. That was scary.
Alex's my name says, well, Shorty owes people money. He just says absolve it. No, I mean, I honestly
have no idea what's going on in Atlanta. I have none. I couldn't tell you anything about Atlanta, dude. I'm sure you know everything that's going on down there because you're there.
Not really. I think I know more about what's going on up there because I'm from there and I care about it more.
Cliff Victoria.
You guys started OnlyFans?
Starring Foster.
Send your credit cards in.
We got Kevin Williams with a $2 super chat saying you guys are funny. Thank you so much, Kevin Williams, because that is the entire point of the show is to have fun, laugh, make you guys laugh, and then talk Bears. And he says Edmunds released. Bear down. Thank you so much for your super chat.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm just sick of this. What they do here, I'm just sick of it.
So am I. That's why I'm saying it's totally possible to go from the field museum down.
Who's gonna pay for that? The taxpayers. That's the problem. I know. They're letting the debt go.
You wipe the fucking debt clean. Even the taxpayers have been paying for it for 23 fucking years. You wipe it clean.
Why can't we do that with the? Why can't we do that with the deficit?
We need a good corrupt mayor, not a fucking shitty corrupt mayor, a good one. Like we've always had good corrupt mayors. We need one back. We have a fucking shitty corrupt mayor. We need a good corrupt mayor. You're gonna be corrupt, fucking be corrupt. Make it happen.
Politicians in Illinois and whatnot. What we need is a politician that can bring back jobs to the state. That's what we need, because between Caterpillar headquarters leaving, Illinois Harvester, and Boeing leaving the state of Illinois, we lost a lot of jobs,
billions,
and a lot of revenue.
dollars,
We need to have a mayor, governor, whomever, to bring back some jobs to this state. That's all I have to say about politics.
Good answer.
Well said.
Michigan, man. Look what they're doing in Michigan, Peach. They got new companies coming in. They're making new products in Michigan now.
I think that is a really good way to end this conversation, Peach. Thank you. Because Foster and I are about to fucking fist fight.
Hey, I ain't fighting you. I ain't fighting you ever, dude.
You afraid of kicking my ass or what?
No, I ain't fighting you. It's the crap that goes on here. It just got to end. It makes me sick. I don't even care about myself. I won't be here, but I got kids and grandkids. They're gonna pay for this shit for 30 years. It's just not fair to them.
I'm glad I ended that conversation about politics.
Levante Rogers. Hey, and I don't appreciate Foster flashing us like that. This ain't no prohibition no more, Foster. Sorry, Pete, I had to read it. Levante. Go ahead, PJ.
Well said, Levante. Oh my God. I think I called him Levante Adams earlier because I keep thinking of the former Packers wide receiver because I can't see his name anymore because he's the official Chief Latero. I hate how YouTube did that to everyone. Like, we barely even know who anyone is anymore. It's fucking ridiculous. It's frustrating. Foster, Australian for beer. Elbow says. Oh my God. Please keep the shirt on. Please don't do that. Whatever you're doing, just keep the shirt on, please.
Please.
Thank you. Okay. I don't need to see your nipples.
60 degrees today. The attic's getting hot.
79 here, man. I get like when the time change comes, like it's happening this weekend, like down here in Atlanta area, I'm like, fuck, it's about to turn disgustingly hot and muggy, and I'm gonna want to like just gonna melt every time I go to get my mail. Like I can't stand it. Scroll says you can always get rid of the museums. Never understood the purpose of that. No. I understand what you're saying, but no, you can't do that, man. You just end the property at Field Museum and give it to the Bears from there down to the polluted swampland that's like a little bit farther north than McCormick Place. You just give them all that land for free. You absolve the debt. You go, the debt is clean. We are no longer
back to it, Paige.
I'm done.
You're making up shit that'll never happen. I'm just saying, my opinion.
Albo says, who are the Falcons getting for QB? That could be Tyson Bagent. That could be a trade bait for Ian Cunningham.
Shut up, Steve. He can afford more than the tip.
Foster says, Shorty can only handle it. Foster, Shorty can only handle the tip, bro. Keep the shirt on.
Shorty, buy me dinner first, at least. Oh, my God. What? Good night, everybody, because now I'm going into his realm.
You got to look at Stefanski and see what quarterbacks are connected to him. That's what I would assume. But seeing as though they're letting Cousins go, that kind of, because I think Stefanski and Cousins was in Minnesota together, weren't they?
That's a good question.
But
I could see Ian Cunningham wanting Tyson Bagent, though.
But if your quarterback and your head coach don't have a relationship, why are you really trying to do that?
Well, who's got the big money problem at quarterback? Really, it's the Jets.
Oh, please.
You said the big money problems?
at quarterback, it's the Jets. Because what are they giving? They give $30 million a year adjustment, and then
No, he only got 20 million with 30 guaranteed. So he already got paid 20. So they only own.
By the way, I've heard some rumors that Justin Fields is going to the Packers as a backup quarterback.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't see them as being in big money problems with the quarterback. I mean, it's curious. I'm curious to see what happens with Tua. Curious to see what happens with what the Falcons really do at quarterback, seeing as though Penix's going to be out. So it's interesting. I mean, then what's Tyler Murray or Kyler Murray? Hey, Kyler Murray. I was never really impressed with him.
Me neither.
So
on the whole,
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't see it. So, and am I correct? Dable went to the Titans as a coordinator, correct?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
So if Trubisky is a true free agent, I can see him going down there to back up Ward to help usher in that offense if it's Dable.
A possibility.
Interesting.
So I just try to always I try to relate quarterbacks who has past success with a now offensive coordinator or head coach, because I don't know, I find it interesting. JJ McCarthy, I mean, I hear rumors about him, but JJ McCarthy, I mean, if the Vikings give him up, who do they have?
Crickets.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I mean. So that's part of the other thing. You know, you're giving up guys, and where are they? You know, who are their replacements? Because again, the best way a quarterback, in my opinion, have success is if they can get with a coach that they was with before, or in the system they've been in before and had some success in. So Mac Jones, I expect him possibly to get traded and have a nice payday because he's proved himself to be pretty decent in the West Coast offense. So
he's not a free agent?
No, he's not. He's got one more year in San Francisco. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets traded to the Vikings. Because, you know, O'Connell, is that his name? O'Connell? The head coach for the Vikings. He comes from that same system. So yeah, that's how Sam Darnold got there before he went to Seattle.
Eric, we got a newbie, Eric Me coming in saying the Bears are done without DJ. You missed the first part of the show, and I think they're better off. My personal opinion, I'm just an idiot fan, but I think that they're better off without DJ because I think that we have enough receivers in the room and we can draft another one. And by the way, let's talk about how well Ryan Poles does with the UDFAs. We've seen, Bajent, we've seen Sanborn, we've seen Walker, and there's another one I can't. His name escapes me, but pretty good with UDFAs. Ian Wheeler. If he didn't blow his knee, he'd still be a Bear, as far as I'm concerned. So I think we're in good hands as far as the talent evaluation. It's just a matter of what Poles does with his picks, and he's not a trade up guy per se. He might do it here and there, but getting back into the draft to get Austin Booker, I think was a good pick, a good move. And I think Austin Booker, if they did get a Maxx Crosby, could learn behind Maxx Crosby. And I think he's very similar to him in a way. He's kind of got that tenacity and that speed. If he could learn behind Crosby for a couple of years, well, I don't know.
I think the reality is Poles kind of swung and missed last year on the defensive side of the ball. I mean,
Well,
He
Shamar
swung for Grady. I'm talking
Turner.
about for
Talk
Grady.
about free agency.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Grady and Dale. I think he swung and missed.
Agreed.
And I think on the offensive side, yeah, he swung, got a good one in Dalman, but I mean, it's not his fault that Dalman's retiring, but now it's a negative. And he traded to get the other two interior linemen. And it's like, okay, by him spending all that money last year, just in those 5 positions, Dalman, Tooney, Jonah Jackson, Dale, and Grady, that's why we was in such a cap problem this year. He has to do a better job. I mean, I just flat out, he just has to do a better job. I mean, because to me, as Karl showed us earlier, DJ is what, the 12th highest paid wide receiver, and we have no one else who's making veteran money in that room, and we had to give him away because of salary cap reasons. That's bad management. I'm sorry, that's just bad management. You can call it what you will, I don't care. That's bad management. So here he is. I mean, Poles has to do a better job, period. Just has to do a better job, because that's just not.
I think Poles knew he was going to trade DJ, just not this year, or more at the trade deadline, because of the way they made that contract out. Because if you're going to keep him, that's a good deal to keep. But they didn't think they were going to get Luther Burden in the draft, and when he was there, they had to take him. So that changed the ball game, Pete. And I get what you're saying, because I'm with you to a point, but I think that just changed the ball game there. And then on top of it, he whiffs twice on the defensive side of the ball financially. Now he just put himself in a corner. And that's why we're talking about this today. You know, I'm not saying I'm right, but I could see that happening. I mean, because when he signed a contract, it was going, oh, that's terrible. And I'm going, oh, wait. If we still got DJ in 26, 20, or 27, 28, and 29, that's going to be a steal for a wide receiver. And it would have been. It will be. I'm just saying. It sucks because it is partly mismanagement or taking the swings and miss, but you're not gonna hit them all out of the park. You're just never gonna hit them all out of the park, man. And now, like a good Gen Xer, what we do is, all right, we'll deal with it. We'll straighten it out. It's not going to be the way we wanted, but we've got to make the freaking moves that we've got to make. We've just got to deal with it and figure it out. I mean, I've been saying that my whole life. Kids come to me, oh, Dad, we got a problem, blah, blah. It's okay. Calm down. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. I've been saying that my whole life, dude, and that's where they're at.
Wait. Gen X? Are you a Gen Xer?
Gen X from like 2,000 years ago.
Are you a Gen Xer, PJ?
Gen triple X.
Are you considered a Gen Xer, PJ?
Yeah, I'm at the beginning of Gen X, dude.
What about Peach though? No, you're a
His birthday's coming up. What are you going to be, Peach? 62?
Hey, why are we talking about age on this show? That's all I'm saying. Why are we talking about age?
So you are a baby boomer, huh, Peach? And Foster is just
barely
a Gen Xer?
Hey, I'm not admitting to anything, sir. The only thing I'm saying is, why are we taking things personal here? Man.
They don't even call 55 to 64 baby boomers anymore. They don't. They made up a whole new category, something Jones.
Duke Rippets, thank you for joining us. Charles, wait, Peach, ready?
Carter.
Minister. Charles Johnson. Thank you for joining us tonight, my man.
Carter Slade, 2007. PJ and Foster are boomers. No, I'm not a boomer, dude. Gen X, original.
Yeah, you're like the first one, right? I'm like on the back end of it.
You're the first one.
Like, what are you, 59 right now? I'm 51.
Wait a minute, Foster got a. Okay, I ain't gonna get personal, but yeah, okay, all right, okay, yeah.
We did the same thing last year, Peach.
759. Hey, by the way, are we gonna do the playoff beard next year again, or no? We just get fuck it. It already worked.
Wait, dude, I hope I'm alive next year. One day at a time, brother. And
I keep thinking about
we'll
that.
fix it. We'll fix it when the time comes. We'll fix it. It'll be okay.
I keep thinking about that. Like is Foster and I gonna do that damn playoff beard again? Because that was painful. Like I woke up at like 2:00 in the morning one night, just like
I'm gonna pull a you,
scratching.
dude. I'm gonna pull a you. Yeah, let's do it, Shorty. And then I'll just forget like 3 weeks in and shave it all off.
Well, then I will too.
Your hair looking kind of long, Foster.
It is because I haven't done my hair yet. Look at
that shit. You're kind of scraggly.
I'm gonna do it now because it's starting to get warm, man. But it when you're outside, the hair.
You know what you need, Foster. You know what you need? A Flowbee.
No, because I don't cut it like that, dude. I shave it all off. I don't cut it like that.
I have a Flowbee.
I only grow it in the winter. Matter of fact, next week it's all gonna be gone. I'm gonna have to be back to my horseshoe, maybe the goatee. I don't know. Everything.
Don't do the horseshoe.
I was gonna do it tonight. I couldn't. I didn't have time to go into the bathroom and shave and take a shower and come up here. I'm 30. I want to take a shower when the show's over. I might do it tonight.
So you mean to tell me that you take showers before you go on your nightly patrol, being a vampire?
You gotta have a
really.
Don't do it.
If
I'm looking for blood or somebody to put in the paneling. I gotta be clean. Quite.
What you got to do, Foster, is just shave off the beer brought pussy stains on your fucking beard there, and just keep the goatee, keep the bottom half. Just shave it off up here. Go rogue. Don't go handlebar. Get rid of the Wisconsin beer brought pussy mustache that you got going on in there. Just get rid of it, and keep this part.
I'll just stop breathing out of my nose then, or quit smoking.
Wait. Alex's my name says Foster looks like Mike Love. I'm probably the only 35-year-old who knows who that is. I don't even know who that is.
For real, Mike Love.
Is that Jordan Love's brother? Count Faustulus, as the scroll says.
Count Faustulus.
Damian Rogers, thank you for hopping in. Great to see you. Another newbie in chat saying crazy takes. 1, DJ is expendable now due to your new head coach's ability to scheme guys open. Yes, thank you. Well said. That's what we talked about that earlier in the show. Number 2, all these misses by polls, you're kind of acting like the Bears didn't just win the North and we're a play away from going to the NFC Championship. You are 100% correct. Fuck DJ Moore.
That's
I am.
So guys, Mike Love. See who that says right there? He's a singer-songwriter with the Beach Boys.
Okay.
You've heard him sing. Whether you know it or not, you've heard him. They've been in enough movies.
Bob Love.
Murray Hopper, stranger hopping in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us tonight, Murray. Saying Alex looks 40. I don't know what you mean by that, but thank you for joining us tonight, man. For every newbie in here, it's awesome to see new people in our chat. It's absolutely amazing. Let's end this shit on this because it's 2 hours long, and we've exhausted all of our conversations. We've talked about DJ
and
Moore.
That was a bad trade on DJ of DJ Moore. I just wanted to say that.
I disagree.
Of course you do. You already said that 3 times.
I know.
So I want to say 5 times now. That was a bad trade.
I think I said it 4, but you're right. Yeah. Drew Dalman retiring fucks us, but we can make up for it maybe with a better center with a better contract.
Be tough.
Let's just get to our chat so we can end this because this is. I don't want this to be a 3-hour show again. This is impossible to do this every week.
We're going there, Pete. Pete has got a lot.
You guys are amazing. DJ is the reason why Caleb completed 52% of his passes in the postseason. Would have been much lower without his catches.
Is not the reason.
It's not the reason. Thank you.
Keyword.
Good point, Albo.
No, let's not start that conversation. Let's save it for next week. Come back next week, Elbow, and we'll talk about that next week. Because
of course it wasn't. Of course it was Scrolls. You and I always disagree anyway. So yeah, I take that with a grain of salt. It was a bad trade.
Mr. Mayhem saying, great show as always. Thank you, Mr. Mayhem. Thank you for being such a long time, chat member of ours and a viewer of our show. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you in here every week, Mr. Mayhem, and thank you so much.
Seems like you don't comment as much, though.
Yeah, not as much, but he's here.
He's here. He just won't comment as much. So
what are you gonna
comments there, Mr. Mayhem?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you gonna do? Complain?
Huh?
I said, what are you gonna complain that Mr. Mayhem's here but doesn't talk too much? But I get your point.
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm glad that he's here. It just seems as though he doesn't comment as much. Seems like he comments at the beginning of the show, then he comments at the end of the show.
But he's here. That's all that matters.
I actually missed his comments. That's why I was making the comment.
Okay, I do too. I do too. To everyone, let's get to it so we can get out of here. The Scrolls, Red Trav 270. Don't let this distract you from the fact that Ted Danson did blackface. I don't even know what that means, but that's fucking. Thank you for joining. Oh, we got Chris Foster. You're already done. Hopping in right now at the end, saying you're already done. To all of the 150 plus viewers that have been hanging out with us tonight, man, you guys are amazing, and you are the reason why we do this show, and we cannot say that enough. Let's get to it, guys.
Captain America, thank you for joining us. Albo 8081, official Chief Latero, aka Lavonte Rogers.
Chris Foster,
Mr. Mayhem, as we mentioned. Vitality, although he left the show. Before we leave, can we not get his polls?
Got this shit.
Don't worry, PJ. I'm getting my poll ripe and ready for you, buddy.
All right. Who else we got?
The Scroll.
We got Bear Down Sports. So
we've got Cliff Victoria and Levante Rogers. And a newbie, Bear Down Sports. Adam Mason is a member. Thank you to all of our members. Thank you for being a member. We have a new member tonight too. I have to find him.
Armando Lara Jr. Thank you.
We've got a bunch of super chats we have to thank. Mr. Man with $2.
Rogers. Go ahead with the super chats if you want to.
A new one here. Chad Spiegel. That was earlier. $5 from Chad Spiegel. J-Ham, $2. Bills fans here. Thoughts on the trade overall? Thank you for joining us tonight. King Bravo Stockton. Thank you for your generous donation of $5 to the channel. We really appreciate it.
We got a Bear Down who was here too. Go ahead.
Got a Bear Down for Mr. Mayhem, a $2 super chat. I think that might be the first one. If I'm wrong, I apologize if I'm incorrect. Kevin Williams saying, you guys are funny. Edmunds released. Thank you so much for your super chat. It means a lot. You guys are all awesome, man. Thank you so much. And to all of our members, thank you so much. Plank, member for 14 months. Thank you for hopping in with us tonight, man. It's always good to see you. I know that your work schedule is kind of up and it changes. And I know you're more available to hang out with us, at certain times of the year. And we look forward to seeing you whenever you are here. So thank you so much. Armando saying, watching Bugs Bunny on mute and you guys on my phone is fucking hilarious. Thank you for hanging out with us, Armando, man. You're awesome.
Alex is my name. Thank you for being in there.
Malo Jorge Santana saying, I enjoyed watching it. It was my first time. Thank you so much. Cool. We hope to see you here again, man. We do this every Thursday religiously. As much as some of us don't want to do it, we are still here every damn Thursday, and we appreciate you for hanging out with us tonight.
Duke Rufus, thank you for joining us.
Why me?
That's a heck of a name.
Foster, we all know that you would much prefer for this to be you.
Like to stroke my pussy, darling.
We all know that would be Foster.
Whoa.
David Rogers, Zeke, 50Y. Thank you for joining us. Minister Charles Johnson, Alex is my name. Cliff Victoria, Armando Lera Jr., Carter Slade, 2007. PJ and Foster are boomers. I love how there's people that just hop in. We've never seen them before, but they knew who we are. Like it's crazy. It's awesome, man.
Low key 1218.
Bear down 3761. Duke Rufus.
Eric, I am I.
I
There was a song by the Sex Pistols. I am I. That's EMI.
Bear down 3761. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Low key 1218.
Man, you just repeating the last 2 I already said, bro.
I'm sorry.
Oh, did we
Tony
give a
Moore.
special hello to Chris Foster yet?
Yes.
Yes.
We did.
That smug piece of crap.
EMI.
Vitality. Thanks for joining us tonight, Vitality.
Let's see.
Well, you never answered my question. You never answered my question.
Let's see who
We
we
did.
could who can
Chris.
name someone in the chat that we haven't named already.
Tony Moy. Jay Grizz.
We already said those.
Benjamin Williams 18.
There you go.
That's a good one.
That's
Alex is my
it.
name.
Well, thank God Benjamin Albright isn't in this chat.
El
You guys have no
Nino.
idea who that is. Shout out Adam Mason.
Rick Gonzalez, my man. Thank you for joining us tonight.
El Nino.
Stupid scroll thing would work. I could go all the way to the top, but it ain't working again.
How about Romy? That's a new one, right?
Okay, yeah. I agree.
A
Yeah,
new
I
one
think-
to the today's like list. Rome's
No,
OG.
just to the closing because we've already talked to him twice. At least I did.
Rome's OG.
What about 1990s Suevas?
Nope.
Yeah.
There you
Never
go.
saw that
Hey,
name before.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Did we say Plink already?
Yes, because he gave a super chat.
Mhm.
Frank's
Do you know what Plank reminds me of? A pole.
Walking off a ship.
A pole.
A
A
pole,
pole's
okay.
got this shit. Are we
All right.
ready?
No,
would be our
not yet.
final
We got
segment.
Haru Gobi. That's another new one.
Yes.
Evie Bear Down Davis was in here tonight under
Yes.
a new name.
Okay.
John King Bravo Stockton with
Okay,
his,
look at you in a row. 3 in a row.
yeah, I'm on a roll, man. What else we got? Oh look, Bears Country Podcast was in here. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Okay.
Dan Brown 63. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Haru Gooby.
I already said that.
You did? Okay.
El Joe
Gooby.
El Joe Nino.
I just
How
said
about-
that like 2 minutes ago.
Oh wait. How about
Yeah, I'll have some egg rolls, some tin ping dong, and well, that's a Zach Charbonnet.
Tin Pan Dog? Thank you for joining us tonight.
You got to do another one.
Damian Rogers, EQ50Y. You say
Yeah,
that?
you got
ode to the chat. Is that what it's called?
yeah. You got to redo it because you say Tin Pang Dog. You got to redo it right now. We'll take
I
a
know.
clip of it. Just say it right now. Yeah, I'll take some egg rolls, some Tin Pan Dog, and a glass of
I'll
Zach
take
Charbonnet.
some egg rolls, some chop suey, some tin pan dog, and a glass of Zach Charbonnet to wash it down with.
There you go.
Copy that.
I'm not
Or
not
whatever.
fixing the audio bit. It's always going to be that audio bit. So
Zilla 007.
007. We're on top with that.
Zero James.
We said Cliff, right? What's up, Cliff, man? Thank you for joining us
Yes,
tonight, man.
sir.
You're amazing.
What about Dan Brown?
We said
Said
Dan.
Brown.
How about the J Beggy DF4MZ?
Jay Begay,
Oh, that's good.
DF4MZ.
what
How
an,
about
what an asinine comment though.
how about Noah King?
I have to say that.
I didn't hear that one either. That's
No
good.
King. What's up,
True
man?
True Pilgrim. How about that one?
Yeah, that's another new one.
True
That's
True
short.
Pilgrim. Me and True Pilgrim had it out in Adam Mason's show today, but he's a good guy. Hopefully True
Atmos.
Pilgrim is still in here.
Antmas.
What about Jay Baggy?
That's a new one.
We just did that. We just had it up there.
Oh, how about
Did
oh,
you
yeah,
say
we
hello
did.
to Kink?
Yeah, like 2 people ago. We just said that because I was like, oh, Jay
Kink
Baggy.
Buka World?
How about Tonio and
Tonio.
King
That was it,
Tonio
right?
King Buka World, man? Thank you for joining us
Buka.
tonight, man.
Why
Oh,
is
by the
Tony
way-
asking us to play Cowgirl?
I'm so ticked I can't go through my chat. Marcus Jones, 1981.
hmm By the way, Armando, please tell your lovely wife Patty that we miss her. Hope she is doing well.
Come
We
on,
said-
Shorty. Tell him that don't we know you blocked her again.
Thank
That's-
God. Thank
Ked's
God
the Canuck.
Jack Mehoff
Yes.
showed up.
Mehoff
Thank
Jack,
God, Jack.
96.
Thank Jack.
It's
You can
the
jack me
Connect.
off. The polls got this shit.
My
And
man,
Triple R was here too.
my man, Chips Ahoy boy.
Cheers.
Chad
Chad
Speaker.
Speaker.
Chad Speaker. My God, how we can shame on us for forgetting Chad right off the bat.
Well, we didn't. But whatever. Because we did when he did this. We didn't. But whatever.
Heavy Bear Down Davis, which is actually Bad Kitty. Dante Purified. Thank you for joining us tonight, Dante.
Dante.
I just love the name.
I like the truck, man.
I just love the name Tin Pan Dog. It's just
And
awesome.
dog.
We got the You Romy.
Man, I wish this thing would work.
For everyone that we missed, it was too far up to go to like keeping this on for another half an hour, but we really love and appreciate you guys, and thank you guys for watching us on another Thursday night, man. And Adam Mason, like I want to thank our members. You guys are awesome. Without you, like without every one of you, member or not, this show does not happen. I promise you it does not. And thank you guys for making this happen for us, because without you, it's just not possible. So thank you guys. And we got, how about Murray Hopper Stranger? That's a new one.
I love that name.
Sounds like there's a like a joke trying to come out of that name.
Absolutely. I'll have it for you next. I'll have it for you next week, Karl.
Hopper Stranger. I barely know her. I don't
know. Come on, Murray.
Oh, there was Benjamin Williams earlier. I remember seeing also. Adam Mason. Good night to you too, my friend.
What about Benjamin Albright? Did you guys say thank you to Benjamin Albright for his behavior on Twitter today?
No, but thank you.
Jam.
J Ham.
Seattle was here. Okay.
You fuck yourself, Karl.
do you even know who Benjamin Albright is?
No, I know this inside joke. I get it.
I'll tell you after the show. He's a person. He's a human.
Well,
Slambo Boogie.
Here I am waiting patiently to give PJ my
give us your polls. Got this. We can get out of here.
Polls.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I mean,
the polls got this. We're ready for the polls.
Well, what does he have?
He got this shit.
Oh!
Everybody be quiet. It's my turn to talk now. And guess what? I want to see everybody's dicks out right now.
All right, Foster. I hope that mustache is ready to go. Polls got this shit, everyone. The results from tonight's chat polls. So today, and this show has been dubbed as the Bears therapy, right? A lot of feelings talked about today. So we'll go around the horn. I asked the chat, how do you feel about the DJ Moore trade? Out of 39 votes, 49% were happy with the trade, which is actually quite startling to me.
I said happy.
28% said that they were sad, 18% were indifferent, and only 5% were mad. I wonder if PJ voted for mad.
I didn't even get a chance to vote.
Very good, very good. Then we continued to ask you about your feelings, and I asked, how do you feel about Drew Dalman retiring? Again, out of 67 votes, 54% were sad, 22% were indifferent, 13% were mad, and 11% were happy. There was one person who said that Drew Dalman's a piece of shit, but I have no idea who that was.
I said mad.
Anyway, we continued. We continued to ask about feelings, because that's what we do on this Thursday show. We asked, how do you feel about Tremaine Edmunds being cut? Out of a potential, this may be the BCP record for how many votes were actually cast for this, which is incredible. 73 votes. Thank you very much, guys. 41% of you are happy that Tremaine Edmunds has been cut. 37% were indifferent, 12% were sad, and 10% were mad. Then we pivoted a little bit away from the feelings. We said, would you trade two first-round picks, and a starter for Myles Garrett? Out of 35 votes, 63% of you said no, you would not trade 2 firsts and a starter for Myles Garrett. And 37% said yes. And the last one, preferred site for the new Bears Stadium, which I agree with Adam Mason. He made a comment earlier. It's kind of boring to talk about this at this point with all the moves that are going on. 63 votes, 51% said Arlington Heights is the preferred new site for the Chicago Bears Stadium. Only 24% of the votes were for the city of Chicago. A very close 17% said Northwest Indiana, and 8% said other.
Other. Downstate Illinois.
Moving back,
Like
moving
East
back to
St. Louis.
Decatur. Moving back to Decatur.
Luther Burden's home address as a child, East St. Louis.
Richard LaFleur, 420 hopping in, man. Thank you for joining us as we end the show. And I just want to say to you guys are all amazing. You guys know how much I love you guys. And Karl, you do an amazing job with your production, and the polls got the stuff and everything. You are top notch. You're the best in the business, man. We are lucky to have you, and thank you for your contribution to this channel, as well as you, PJ and Foster. All three of you guys, man. Love you and appreciate you more than you know, and thank you guys for making this happen for me. It's without you, this does not happen. So thank you.
Sure,
my honest reaction.
Fuck Green Bay.
Why did you even bother sending?
Who pulled him? Did he pull himself?
I think he pulled himself because I didn't do it.
I did. I timed it when I was saying
that. Hey, I just want to give my flowers to you guys, man, because you guys are awesome, man. And we only have so much time with PJ. We only have so much time with PJ until he tells us to fuck off again and goes back to his coaching job, which he should be doing, because screw us. We're not important.
He's never told us to fuck off. He's never said screw you guys ever.
Well, he would never be that rude.
PJ's just going to tell his employer what days he can and cannot work. Thursdays will be an off day. Or Fridays.
What were you going to say, Peach?
Karl does have a point.
It's amazing to have so many viewers tonight here, over almost 100, over 150, and down to 68 right now when we're ending the show. And it's a true testament to everyone that has put in the work on this. All you three, including me. And I just want to thank you guys again. You guys are amazing. And we'll see you guys next Thursday, as we are always here on every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Love you guys. Hey, the future is bright for the Bears no matter what's going on, because we have the head coach, and that's really all that matters. From that point on, it's the sky is the limit. So let's end the shit on a 1, 2, 3. Bears, ready?
Bears.
A 1, a 2, a 3.
Bears.
Bears.
Thanks a lot, Drew Dalman.
I'm actually thinking about doing fish and spaghetti.
We BCP, we BCP.